all of this, good or bad. All right, so we're gonna start with the Solemn Tau, and just go through the positions, and then we'll start on some partner drills, and then we're gonna get into indirect attack, which is like using misdirection with the weapon, and then we're gonna get into drawing or attack by drawing, which is using misdirection with direction with your body. The idea that you think I'm going to go this way and I go back that way and I hit that way and lead you to the punch. So it's like skeet shooting. Think about it like that. We're leading a receiver with a pass. Like you want to put that punch where it's going to land when they get there, not where they are when you start it.
Right.
So that's how drawing works. Indirect attack tends to work more like I'm throwing something and then it's going to be something else. It's unpredictable. So, but let's start with the Solemn Tau. So, if you've got a seam of the mat that you've got room, you want to have room to put your arms out like that and not hit the person beside you. Okay. So, and this is not going to probably get me, but it's going to get you guys. Maybe I'll turn and face the camera. Is that going to work for you guys?
Sure.
Okay.
So
it doesn't matter whether I'm on a seam or not. But if you start on a seam, the way that you open is you rise your hands like this, and it's called Jing Sao, or rising hands. And then Sao Kyun, which is resting hands. And then bend the knees, open to Duploma. So Duploma, this position is the independent horse stance. It's the root of kicking in Wing Chun. And then Yiji Kim Young Ma, where your heels are out a little wider than your toes, and actually you're creating a right angle, or the number 2 stance, or the goat restraining stance. So the number 2 in Cantonese is the short line followed by a long line. It's like your heels are on the long line, your toes are on the short line. They also felt like you could restrain a small animal from this stance. And it kind of also looks like a snowplow if you've skied.
Right.
Okay?
Mine starts that way then.
Yep. And then the next movement is Subjit Sao. So it's left over right, and it's a snapping number 10 hand block. Subjit Sao means number 10 hand block, and it's like it's the shape of an X, which is what most symbolizes the number 10 in a lot of languages. And then you're going to flip this up to Quan Sao, which is the root of rolling here. So this translates into this, and this. Okay? Just that movement translates into those 3 things. You can either flip it or you can roll it. So if you roll it, you're dissolving. You're coming inside and then going back out. If you flip it, you're just rolling them over like a gear. So, okay. All right. Next movement is left jig ching. So you're going to take your left hand and you're going to face it forward like so. And you're going to bring it over to your center of your chest. So I can turn and face you guys.
No, it's okay.
Right.
I thought you could be here.
Or I can be here. And then can you guys both see me on the camera? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is right on my center line, and I'm aiming it right towards that pole, which is right on my center line. So I'm lined up on my center on that pole. You guys are lined up on the seams. Okay? So at the very end of it, you're going to open it, and then you're going to keep your elbow extended, and you're going to stretch it down, stretch it up. Come on in, Chris. Just jump into the Solemn Tau on you. Right? And then you're going to move it left, right, and then you're going to retreat it a little bit with your elbow, and then bring it back to center, and then do a palm strike, and you're going to Hyun Sao, which is circling hand, and bring it back in. So don't worry about the fine motor movements on this too much. Just the gross motor movements at the beginning is all you need. But again, what we're doing is we're defining center line, and we're finding where center line is, and it's here. Pardon me. All right, and you want to get everything about like the end of these movements is about like elasticity of the joints. So all these movements here are to stretch the joints, and then I'm retreating so I have room to throw a palm strike. And then these wrist abductions actually are the same abduction as when you throw a punch, when you throw a vertical punch. Okay, so the next movement is left tan sao. So you're going to come out and you're going to like palm up, and you're going to like circle this out. You want to be like, you don't want to go too far here. You want to just come out. And it's a small movement. Hey, Joe. And you're going to come out. We're just going through this a little time. And you're going to just circle out when you get to about 130-degree elbow, the angle of the elbow. You want your hand on center line. You're going to point back towards yourself and then circle out until your hand is up like so. And this position is called wusa, or guarding hand. And then you're going to do a palm strike. Oh, we're going to have different angles on this. This is cool. And then you're going to bring this back, right? And when you hit about a fist away from your sternum, you're going to drop it like so, right? Which is jutsu. And then you're going to circle it around so it looks like you're pinching something and pulling it out of your chest.
Like a string.
Pull it like a string, or like, I always think of taffy for some reason. Like stretching taffy. Or pulling a rope from the wall behind you. And then when I hit here, at this point, this position is called fukusa, with a bridging hand. And we're going to get into what all these things are for in a little bit. So we've got some time today. So then we're going to circle this back up to wusa, palm strike, and then bring it back and do the same thing 2 more times. So fukusa, this position means the bridging hand. Now, the last time we do it, we're going to do a cross slap. So we're going to slap towards our opposite shoulder, and then we're going to do like a little semicircle to a palm strike. Let it stretch really good. Do that big hewn sow, and then abduct the wrist. So when you abduct the wrist, and you do the same thing on the other side. So right tan sow. So you want to, like, when you do this, you want to come out, you want to be here, right? You want to come out like this, and then turn that hand. So you're stretching things, like, and open your fingertips up. Let them kind of breathe. Like, try to feel the air between your fingertips. Okay?
Coming up forward.
Yeah. So you're going to come, when you hit this point here where you're at that 130-degree angle, you're going to circle and then go right into a palm strike. So every movement in this should, as it ends, it should start the next movement. Right? If I go here, it starts that movement, which then bounces back and starts that movement. Right? And then the last one, when we come back, it's like it gets a little bounce here and then circles up to that palm strike. And I pause for a second and then do that. And I tense everything a little on the hewn sow and then relax it and bring it back. Okay. Next movement is left gum sow. You just shear this down your hip. It's like you're shearing something off your hip. And then right gum sow. Double gum sow, double rear gum sow, double front gum sow. Gum sow means pinning or pressing hand. Then you're going to come up left over right wan sow. So wan sow is called bar arm or barrister arm. It's the first yin block of Wing Chun. So it's a passive block when you use it passively. We don't use it passively. I'll run into somebody with it. Look left, look right. You're going to do a double fox sow. So double fox sow is a back elbow and then a poke. And then you're going to come in like you're clotheslining something here and let them fold right over left. So it looks like this from after you've done this to this to this, and you come up to here. You look, and then you go out and you come back here. And on the way in, you give a little poke to either side. Right? And then you let them settle so that your fingertips are right over and under your elbows. And then you're going to drop your elbows down and point your fingers back towards you like so. You want them closer together, Mark, like almost touching. So this is a reverse fukusa. And then you're going to circle it to a double bujong sow. So that's like splitting hands, like you're shooting them forward to split something open. So it's like I'm going here and like somebody's trying to grab me by the throat or something, and I'm going to split them like that. But I'm going to end it here, just because this is where I'm going to with this. Okay. And then from there, this is the double section. From there, I'm going to come up to double tansa. The other thing is you want your hips forward for this. You want to be seated on your hips. So if I was to take this and turn like this, choma, and then bring this up, my hips would stay exactly in the same position. Okay? So here, turn to double tansa, roll to double fuk, and then you jutsu, and then you do a double byuji, which is a finger poke. And I just use 2 fingers because it's easier to get under somebody's glasses with 2 than it is with 4. Hold them straight, gum sow, jing sow, let your arms really stretch, and then hewn sow in, and then out. And hewn sow means circling hand. So cute. I'll pull up the terminology on Wikipedia and send it to everybody if you don't have it. Right? Left paksa, slapping hand. Right? And then laying palm strike. So you're driving with the edge of your hand here. Hewn style, you're going to come back to this kind of check position and make a phoenix eye, which looks like that. Okay. You hit somebody in the eye socket of the temple with this, right? It's a straight vertical punch. You open it, circle it, and then you're going to just like jab with the edge of your hand.
Like a shooter.
Like a shooter. And then you're going to open it, circle it. So when you circle it, it's like point back at yourself, turn it downward, and then let them come up to your left in this case, and then push your wrist across so your fingers stay on center line. And then come back. Okay. We're going Pak style, right? Pak. Okay, so right Pak laying palm strike, circle back to Phoenix Eye, circle back to Shuto, or whatever you want to call it, and then circle and close it to Saukyun. So Saukyun just means resting hand, resting fist. All right, now we're going to point our palm down. This is a different type of Tansai. We're going to go circle low and then come up in front of the collarbone. And then we're going to do a Jetsau in front of our chest to a Guatsau, which is an outer wrist block, and we want to stop that right in front of our groin. And then come back to Tansai. Then we're going to circle and do a low laying palm strike. And then we're going to circle, palm strike to center line, circle again, and come back to Saukyun. And the same thing on the right. So this type of Tansai you'd use for like breaking somebody holding your wrist, that kind of thing. Okay. Bong Sao. So you're going to come out through Tansai. So like come out through center. When you hit here, you're going to let this roll back towards you into Fook. And then you're going to turn it all the way over so that your elbow is up and your hand is here. Your wrist is just slightly below your elbow. Your elbow and shoulder should be parallel to your shoulder. So when it's a wing arm block or Bong Sao, also like you can think of this as the tail of the dragon. And when you can think of Fook Sao as the body of the dragon, and Tansai, because you're going to go now from here, you're going to go circle back to Tansai. And think of that as the head of the dragon. Then you're going to do an inverted palm strike, get a good stretch, circle it back, do a palm strike, and then circle and close. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So come out through Tan, roll through Fook into Bon, and then roll through Bon back to Tan. So anytime you go from Tansai to Bong Sao or Bong Sao to Tansai, you always go through Fook Sao, even if you don't notice it. It's there. Okay? All right. Now we're going to do the last movement before we close it, which is another type of Bong Sao. I call it like the dive bong or corkscrew Bong Sao, because it's the shape of a corkscrew hook. When it hits here, you want to make it, you're going to bring it back to you like it was hit by something and it swings like a gate. So from here, once it's here, you're going to like let it swing and come back to here. So it's like it got hit by something and it just dissolves and comes back where it was. And then do an inverted finger strike, kind of a low guat style, palm strike, even so. Right? Same thing on the other side. All right. Then left hand covers the groin, right hand goes to the crook of the elbows. Tatsao or shearing, the root of shearing. So the right hand goes right to the crook of the elbow. Right? It's wiping hands. 1, 2, 3. On the third one, you bring your right hand up, and that's your launch pad for your Jik Chung Chui. So your right hand should now be in a fist at your forearm. Your right hand should be in a fist at your forearm. Your left hand should, your left hand should be in a fist at your forearm. Your right hand should be open and palm down. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And that's Jik Chung Chui or a chain punch. And then you're going to circle, and then you're going to close your heels, close your toes, and that's it. That's the Solam Tao. So the Solam Tao, the definition of the Solam Tao is a little idea. I think it's a lot of little ideas. So everything that we did there had some type of like application. If we're doing, we're gonna get into indirect attack. Adam should be here shortly, so we can get started and then we can get to the way I'll jump right in. So
Sorry I was late, Peter.
That's okay. We got a little bit of a late start. I was trying to get food on the smoker and stuff. And
I bought a car this morning.
huh? You bought a car?
I bought a car this morning.
Excellent. Did you get that Altima?
Yep.
Very good.
That means I can drive down there again.
That's good. And this time we don't have to worry about the car breaking down on the way or back. All right. So indirect attack. And we're going to get into some footwork too, but let's start with indirect attack. So, Chris, just start. No, we're going to start just really something simple. Is I'm going to go left lead, he's going to go right lead. I'm going to throw a punch at his hip. He's got to block that because otherwise he's going to get hit, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make like I'm going to throw it at his hip and I'm going to throw it high. So it's like, right? Okay? If something happens, and let's just work this one thing at the beginning, just really simple. Here, right? Here. Right? So that you're not going to go here and then go and bring it back.
Double clutch.
You're not going to double clutch. You're going to go hop. You have goggles.
What's that?
You have goggles.
Yeah, but these sounded good, right?
Different ones, yeah. So here, and I'm not going to go like here and here. I'm going to go like that, and then I'm going to step down with my foot and make it look like I'm going to hit low, but I'm going to hit high. So it's just, right? That's the first one. Okay, so let's work on that. So, Chris, you want to work with Mark? Sure. Just because he hasn't done this before.
Yep, no, absolutely.
Okay. Take it slow. The best way to do this is again, so like the problem with this is most of us won't try to block that low punch. I've been doing this, we'll just hit it. But so I have to he's going to throw a low punch. I have to force myself to block that because I want him to be able to work low to high. Right? So we'll go slow. So now just you at any point, I'm going to block always.
So yeah, so I'll be like, I'm gonna block.
Yeah, don't like double clutch. So
I'm
gonna switch because I don't want to get this one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Switch to left lead first.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't matter if you're left lead or right lead though.
Yeah.
So just block this.
Reaction there.
Just block it.
I'm just going straight and then I'm picking myself.
So you block like right. So I'll go slow. Block, and then it's like the block comes because I
and then I'll
foot and
fix
I
that
just
level.
straight in.
So everything else looks like it's, I mean,
Right. If I go like that, what does that tell you to do?
Oh,
All I did was this.
yeah, right.
Right. So if I know, like, if I do that right off the bat, I just go straight in. I don't
Try to figure that out.
throw a little punch.
No need to,
But
right?
if I don't know what you're going to do, I need to find that reaction. So I'm going to go here, and then it's like, now I know what that reaction was, and I threw a little, like, it was like, I was like, okay, he's gonna block that, but also he's kind of putting a check up, so I'm gonna come up around the corner.
Right.
So I made an adjustment at the last
Actually, try to
second,
get
just
to
because
try to get to
you would put a landing pad where I didn't want to hit.
light throw, just get your range. There you go.
So I wanted to get to the landing pad. So
Yeah.
it also helps me change
What's
direction.
the stop that I go?
So you throw that low punch.
I can do it.
Well, whichever you want, we'll go back and forth.
Okay. I
I
just
want to
wanted
work both of it. So, because I'm blocking it is no problem. It's just having it blocked.
I'm not going to go around.
Oh,
Because my wrist hits. If you block this arm, right? So if you block this arm, block me on the forearm. So here,
I'm never
yeah.
stopping.
I can do one of these. Let's go over here. Let's just move a little bit.
My head's quite
Well,
nice.
usually I work this side because usually the tall people on this side, I end up walking them into the speed bag platform. So we're trying not to do that. Okay. So low. Yep. Take it slow. Take it slow. Okay. Low. Okay. Now, at any point, you just fake low with your body and throw the punch high. Okay.
Getting that little shoulder
Okay.
roll also helps.
Still did the. Okay. So do it super slow. Start. Just drop your foot. Now this time, just drop your foot but hit high. Okay. All right. So let's work on that. Okay. Low. Now drop your foot. Hit high.
Yeah.
Low.
No, you're good.
Drop your foot. Hit high. There. Because now you're not double clutching at all.
Okay.
So even though you
Yeah,
know
no,
you're
you're
not
good.
double clutch, you're doing it anyway, just because it's like somehow at
I'm
some
just
point
catching
you
it.
learn it's like boom.
Right. I'm sure I did.
No, good. Yeah,
I'm learning.
that
I'm locked
Then you just go
into it.
straight.
So
don't
the
pull
key
back.
is
Keep going
to-
with that.
The key is to slow it down.
Don't pull it back. Keep
Again, watch for a sec. He's gonna block this. I don't care if you want me to right way, you can go either way.
Okay.
He's gonna block that, right? The second time I didn't throw it there. I did. So he's gonna see what your reaction is, okay? I want you just to block my punch, okay? Just block my punch. Okay, I'm gonna throw a punch anywhere. You just block it. So keep your hands open, right? Right? Good. Now you can throw it there.
Yeah.
So okay, so block my punch. Okay, block my punch. Then punch.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's what you got to get the person to do is block something that's not there. It doesn't have to be that. I mean, I could go here, right, and go, hey, block that, right, and then come around here. And just all I'm doing is I'm showing you this,
Right.
and then I'm showing this and then winding it around and bringing it in from a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
I could do the same thing with like say I went like this here, and say I went here and then went there. Everything told him I was going to throw my left hand. I went here. I started this little movement with my shoulder, and then I fired this, which loaded this.
Which draw my attention.
And I drew his attention there. An indirect attack can be something as simple as like he's coming to hit me, and I go like that, and what happened is his eyes all went over there because I went like that. So if I'm moving with somebody here, and go like that, what happened? His especially the more you're moving, the more they're gonna react.
It's harder to not react to it when you're already in motion.
The way that I'll stop a punch, like if he comes in to throw a low punch, it's like that, right? So now he's gonna fake that low punch and go high, but I'm gonna stay with that Fuchsau in front of me because I'm go super slow here, right? This is here. If he throws something high, I'm still here to deal with it. He fakes low. He goes high, I'm there. In that case, I actually had a better line because he moved outside, and I was like, oh, he's opening that line for me. I'll just throw something up the middle. So, but again, practically, it's like he throws this low. I think it's coming low, and I'm the kind of guy that blocks like that. I'm going to miss the block. If he throws don't use the back fist because remember, if I hit you with the elbow, it's going to hurt the back of your hand. If he throws a fun style like this, right? And I block that. This time he throws it, but he doesn't extend. He just turns it. He comes around it. No, okay? Smooth it out. This is going to come to here, and you're going to come around and like that. It's like,
okay.
Watch. Block. Right? I'm moving everything this way, and then I'm coming back. Remember we were talking about that swivel jab yesterday?
Yeah.
So it's like here. Wham! Right? I'm just moving everything to a different line.
Right.
So you throw that fun style here. Now this time throw it but move just your elbow the first time. Just come straight in. Go past it like here. Now go past it by going back with your elbow and come straight in. So it's going to kind of come like this and then boom, straight in.
Okay. So don't cut it ahead of time.
Rotate your shoulders.
Now just rotate. Yeah. That's it. Now the only thing about that is if I pick up on it, I'm going to throw something through into emptiness. You got to be ready and have that.
Right.
So, but that's another way to do that. So let's practice those two. So now the thing is, the person who's feeding has to block. And again, I have to force myself because if he does that normally,
yeah, if I do that, you just hit me.
I'm here. Normally, he's getting ready to go, but I'm like, right, and now I got his finger.
I want it back.
I didn't bend it.
Yeah.
I could be either, right?
So that's the kind of thing. So we're gonna get into locks a little bit today at some point too.
So I'll do this just to. You'll see this more.
So anyway,
I can do either.
okay, because this is gonna make you better at
let's
this
say,
any time. That was good. Okay, now smooth, super slow. Now this time, just your body and right. And then if you want to do the back fist anytime, just wherever you want to throw it, I'll block.
I'll
back.
Well, fun style. Just in case I accidentally put a fruit cup, and
I don't care.
we don't want my forearm hitting the back of your head.
It's all right.
Yeah, the back of the hand hurts like hell when it's hit by a forearm.
This is something else.
Yeah,
It's like that now.
yeah.
I'm this here to block this. I'm also
So
this on the
keep
outside.
it like that.
So this is also just a
Good. Good. See how it
I'm
went
basically
like,
just
I
using
went right
insurance
through.
money
It's
for
like the idea,
the indirect is
like
actually
if I'm
this.
here, right,
moving here
and
going
you
here,
push
I'm
hard
rotating
here, right,
well,
and I go like
so
that
here,
in,
Right.
and this time you fake push hard and you
Right here,
pincer
so
around,
that
no,
comes-
Oh,
pincer
just-
around the
Well, so
outside.
yeah, so like
See how
it's like
that's okay.
you're
See how
expecting just
see, that's
this.
what's brewing.
You're expecting
Oh,
this
yeah,
hinge,
right.
right?
So now
But
I'll
I'm
put a hand.
instead of this hinge,
So here, it's the
I'm now
same thing,
rotating my
Now
body.
it's like
So now the
pincer.
hinge
right?
Right.
So it's
would go
like
over here,
it's
so
like
I'm
the
not
same
gonna
thing if
I'm
you're
just
doing
going
like
here,
a back
and then I'm
fist
firing
here.
as soon as I'm
It's like
clear.
now
I'll
just
leave
don't let the
circles.
fist land.
Here,
Don't let
and
the
then down here,
don't
and then
let
it's just gonna.
yeah, and then
It's
that
gonna
has
be.
to come
I'm
back
closing
up
my
that
fist
line.
as soon as I'm
So
behind
it's
this,
just
which
here.
makes it
Boom.
even worse because you're not.
Oh.
You can't
It looks
tell
like
that
it's going to land
this,
here,
chop
and then
is
it's like it
becoming
just
a punch.
circles over to there. It's just
Because it's like,
it's
and then
just
I get that
everything
as
is
soon as I'm
moving, the
here, I'm
body's
getting this
moving
forward
instead of
movement
like the hand.
across
Okay.
your
And
arm
that makes
as
it look
well.
like this hand's going to fly.
You
Right.
would come
And
back
that's
like
why
that.
that one flies.
Now, if
So
you
you
come
want
back
to
like
make
that,
the body
then
make the
this is
movement,
gonna
make
fire.
it look like
So you're
everything's
going
going to move.
to
So your feet are still
and
staying
then
pretty.
now
They can. It doesn't matter really that much.
I
If
can
I'm
already
here,
hit you like this.
if I let's say I
I
go
know
like
that.
this,
Even if you're pulling it back, I
right?
know I
Okay.
can hit you
Everything's like
because you're
this
pulling
is
further.
coming and then that
Right.
goes,
This
right?
just makes you forget
And it's like,
that's
okay,
even there.
right? And if I
That's
just
the
add one
indirect,
more
it's like-
little level to it, it's like you don't know
The
where.
attack is somewhere else.
Right.
The
If I
original
go-
attack was the one I was hitting.
If I
So
go,
it's
okay,
just
I turn the
simple
shoulder
block
like that,
and then
Yeah.
rotate.
and then I go like that,
So,
right?
give me a chop.
It got you thinking the uppercut was coming because I turned and it's like, oh, he's throwing the uppercut,
Just
boom.
this.
Right.
And you just sort of
Yeah.
leave this
So I'm
and then
gonna
let
go
it
here.
go. So it's like, think about like the same thing.
Yeah.
So what do you call
Don't
it?
pull it all the way back though. Yeah. No, that's fine. Do that a few times.
I know-
Like, you
no,
just
no,
get used
I'm-
to it, and then I want you
Maybe
to think that
compound
I want you
indirect
to
attack?
chamber.
I don't know, it's just-
Indirect attack by combination,
I mean,
I guess you could call it.
Okay. It's just
yeah.
the idea of going
Yeah.
slower to go faster.
I'll hold this here where you're fishing.
Oh, tempo changes, broken rhythm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
Now,
lot of
get
things.
rid of that.
If I
Get
go,
rid of
if
that
I go like,
rotation.
if I go like this, right?
Get rid of that
Block
chambering.
right? Block it,
Good.
block it, block it.
Yeah.
Get rid of
Yeah.
the chamber.
But I changed
You're
it.
good.
Right.
So slow down, slow down. So we're gonna go.
Right, and then I changed the angle of it, but I also changed the speed, and the block came while I was here.
Turn into a punch
Instead of when I was out, it wasn't there, it was here.
Don't stop.
Okay.
Keep going.
And then I just went, okay, I'll
Use
just go
that
around
swivel
it.
rotation and like.
Now, by
kinda
the
like
third
use your
time you
hips
see
to,
it,
like,
you're going to catch up.
almost like a
But it's
spring,
the
like
first
it's
time
like
you
a-
see it, you don't
You know, like a
catch
sine
up.
wave.
You didn't.
Think of it like that. Don't think
So,
of like a.
It's
a
just
jerk.
changing
Think of
Sorry,
it
I'm
very
buzzing.
smooth,
But this is
like,
just broken
spring it
rhythm.
off of it.
Yes, I know, but
Here.
So let's go back again to like, if you throw
but
like,
people always talk about broken rhythm
Good.
with the feet.
Smooth it out.
well, broken rhythm is about just changing the beat on something.
I understand.
It's like really simple. It's
So,
like you're going to throw
yeah,
this
go
1,
again.
2,
Very
3,
slow.
4, and I'm going to catch it here on 4. Okay.
Stop right here.
Now
What
go
I
ahead.
want you to do is I
1,
want you to
2,
just
3,
throw it.
4.
I want
Okay.
you to
Now
like
do it again.
glide
1,
around
2,
my arm.
3, 4.
Like,
Now
don't
I
lose
want you to
contact
at
in the fight.
4 not be at my hand yet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops.
Good, like that.
That's
You see how much
changed
smooth that
rhythm,
is, and like you
right?
don't have to like pull it
Now
back
this
because of
time
that.
be at my hand.
Because you
at
don't
2.
have to pull it back.
1,
There's
2.
nothing in the
No,
way. You're just
don't.
going behind the arm.
Be
You're
where
just,
you were
you're just
punching.
maintaining contact.
1,
Then
2.
eventually,
Oops. Now
we're
I'm
gonna
not
go
where I'm
here.
supposed to be.
Same thing. I'll block
Because
that.
you're past that.
Eventually, it's gonna be.
Okay.
If I'm here and you're going to
And
block
then
this,
I'm not even. I'm gonna like.
go
If
1,
I do
2,
make
3,
contact
4.
here, that's when I can
1, 2,
dissolve
3,
and
4.
go something like
You
this.
wouldn't
Right.
going
But
this
eventually,
way.
it'll
So
be
you got to
like-
go across here to see how this works.
Well, yeah,
1,
so
2,
you're going
3,
fast
4.
because I'm now. I'm
1,
like I'm
2,
dissolving
3,
without
4.
actually making contact here.
And because
I'm
my
actually
timing
preventing
changed,
contact
I'm
so that
not
you
there
can't
when you
react to the
about to
fact
meet
that
it.
it's dissolved.
Right?
And
So
now
if I
you're
go,
So I got
punching
this
it
to
with
her.
this.
right,
So you feel
and you
contact
pass
here.
it to her.
Right.
Well,
So
this
if I
is
went like
just
this, right?
two hands
and
are
I
just
go,
swapped.
you passed it by
That's really all
mile,
it is. It's like
right?
here,
If I go,
and then it's like
You
and
okay?
when you lean in, it becomes even. When someone's
what he
leaning in
got.
to punch you,
The real guy.
let's say I'm leaning
Yeah.
to punch you.
well, it's
And like,
stopping when I get there.
Yeah.
so
But if I just, again,
Okay,
if I
so
just
you do
change
your
the
chop.
speed
Right.
and I
while I'm in the middle of
now
doing
if I'm gonna
something.
lean into
If I
like
change
right,
direction, while I'm
yeah,
doing that, arm,
that was very
change,
good. Like
that
right there,
changes
we just
it,
did
too.
very
I
slow.
mean, if I go
Just
here
like
and I
that
go
slide and punch.
like that,
Right.
what happens
Look
is
at
you're
back
still
here.
facing
Yeah,
over here.
Right.
Let's pretend this is the arm.
Change the angle.
I'm gonna slide.
If I
and punch.
go the offhand, if I
Do
go
that
here
around
and I go
that
wham,
times.
now you're going to the
Yeah,
wrong
Good.
place.
Do that again.
Yeah.
You're hit by the wrong thing,
No chamber.
It's-
Just go around this
it's-
like a whip.
but that's drawing
Good,
involved
yeah.
too. So we'll get into that later. But it's
Good.
like here,
So
just getting this
here,
smoothed out where it's just like you're just coming here.
and then this
And then
is
as I
out.
go,
And
it's
this
like,
is the
oops, I'm
tensor.
past it.
So
We're
we're
just
just
slow
doing
down a
the
little
salt
bit.
out.
Or you throw
But I can
again,
turn
you
this
throw
out
that
with
low
punch
punch,
anytime.
and then you
While
just throw your
controlling this.
body
You
and
get that
everything
hand up,
went
keep
down,
that
and
hand up,
the
you still
punch
have
was
that
high.
out. So
Or
if you go
you
block
start
this.
that low punch and then you fire the other one.
No,
It's
I'll
like,
just go.
even
So,
anything like
this
that.
would be
You
the
could,
progression.
let's say,
And then
let's
if I
say
know you're
I'm
gonna
like,
block this,
like I'm gonna throw
what I'll do is I'll go
big,
up here.
breakfast at your
See that
at
little?
your
I just did
nuts.
like a
I'm
little
gonna
whip
go,
there. All I did a
right?
step
And it's
action.
like I'm doing
So
a
it's not like I'm
side,
pulling it back. I'm whipping the
Yeah.
wrist around
Right.
it.
So a lot of
to make
times,
sure
like
you
with an
don't catch
indirect
it.
attack, you're using
And
like
then getting
almost a telegraph movement to hide
It's
another
like
telegraph.
outside.
Or you're
It's very
doing like I'm telegraphing
inside.
this because I'm throwing this, and
But
then
I think
all
in this,
telegraph
that's
is going
going.
really going to throw
Concept
it.
is just like
Because
you're
it's like,
expecting
oh, he's
something
telegraphing
here,
that.
and
Oh
I'm
wait,
gonna go
oops, the
here.
other one's coming. Oh
I'm
no,
just
it's
used to
not.
blocking like this.
So-
peak project.
So if you start
He's just
start
gonna do that.
start
And
your
if you
one,
catch the arm there on the
so
outside,
start your one,
it goes
right?
back to the
Now,
other thing I was saying.
as your one, as I'm
It's
about to
gonna
block it,
control
start your
inside
two,
out,
right? And then as I'm about to block it,
So now-
finish your one. Don't pull it back.
Okay.
Let's
Okay,
try to
so
get
start
to
your
that,
one, I'm
other
about to block
progression.
it. Start
So
your
do the
two, I'm
trap.
about to block it, boom.
Do this outside. If I
Okay,
catch here,
smooth it
we're
out.
gonna do that.
So you're just
Start. All
Yeah,
right,
you can
now
throw
let's
it
go
out.
back to the first one again.
So
You're
if
gonna
I
come
go here,
back
now I
to
want you
that.
to
So let's go
up
back
and
to
I
the
want you to
low
do
and
this
then
now.
fake it and just go
Yeah,
high.
so as soon as I go to block
Boom, now
this,
just your body and just
then
punch
you're
out.
gonna come with
Don't
that.
double clutch.
So-
Again, watch,
so drop,
right?
drop,
I'm just throwing the
round,
punch
block,
Yeah.
straight to the target.
throw
So,
this, throw
low
this
punch to make
first.
me block. You know I
And
block.
then you know this is gonna get blocked, so now, yeah.
Low
exactly.
body
You know-
movement, yeah.
You know
Sometimes
that
it's
the
easier to
second
come
one's
around
gonna
with the
get
hook because it's like,
You
oh,
know
you know
that.
what, I'm throwing a completely different punch
So
now,
you just think like,
and I'm not gonna
don't-
accidentally
don't
double
think
clutch.
like,
It's
I'm
like,
gonna
I
throw this
could
as a
do
fake.
like this,
Think
where
of
I
it
throw
like,
it
I'm
low
going
like
to throw
that,
this,
and then I
expecting
come
it to get
straight
blocked.
in.
Right.
It
As
works.
soon as I see
It's
that
the
that
same.
line is
But
closing.
sometimes
in,
when I go
the person
here
might not
and then I
like
go,
someone.
boom,
Right.
But
it's
as
like,
soon as you
ooh, I
realize
get
that
behind
that
it,
should
it's
be getting
timing
blocked,
change,
that's when you're
an
gonna
angle
have to drop
change,
the
direction
different
first one, and
punch,
that's
it's coming in from a different direction. And then if the block comes on it, it's like just,
Here.
it's like the block comes on it here,
So now
stand
you
that
know
up,
that
and
one's
then,
gonna get stopped.
and
because I
then
got
it's
there.
like,
then
I
just
know
like
that
Chisaw
no contact.
withdrawing,
You
as soon
know
as you
there's no-
withdraw
you know I
here,
forgot
it's
because
like
there's
come
no
back
contact.
around,
I've
and
left
come right
that
back to the
alone.
center.
And I'm
So
not
it's
gonna
like if you
cross
were throwing
defend
like a
here,
hook
because now my
here,
arms are crossed.
and it's like I go
If I
here,
do
start
this,
that
then what you're
punch,
gonna do
and
with
then
this hand is you're gonna just
now hit with
grab
that.
my wrist here.
It's like
and then
get
you yank
me,
down.
get my attention on the two,
Yeah, there you go.
boom,
Yeah,
and
so
then
I
it
know
comes right back up.
if you know
So that's just
someone's
another
higher,
way to
you know
do
they're
it.
not
These
gonna
are all
do this.
indirect attacks.
If they do this, great.
Things that can work in the
Because
bag
I
and where the trap.
I
But
do
if
it
you
all
know
the
they're
time.
confident fighter, you know
I'll
they're
go
gonna
on
do
this
so
here
I'm
and
going
I'll
to
be
use
like,
my, it's called
Right.
Right.
you know, just little, just, you know, you can do the littlest thing like,
So you know this should be
Right?
moving out
Right.
here to
And then it's
defend
like,
this attack.
Right.
And as soon as
Okay.
you feel that
Okay,
this is
so-
no longer connected here, then you
so I
know,
did,
yeah.
the first time I just went,
So that's another thing.
Right, and then it's like- and I went here, but then I just, I didn't go there the second time, I just came on.
Yeah.
So you can
So-
attack a different quadrant.
So you
know
can,
they're gonna forget
when
about
you
it.
add the footwork in, it's gonna make it even
Most people
easier.
won't be able to like.
Sure.
But
assign
again, the
them.
first thing is just like
Yeah.
that.
But
Sure.
you can defend
Because it's like,
both
it's gonna get the
quadrants
person
on your-
thinking, look,
on one side.
throw that punch down, boom, they're thinking, look, most people are gonna do that anyway, it's gonna
What is
open
this
the line up
unfortunately?
really easy. So if
These
you
are
like,
the- and then this is defending right
like if
here.
you had somebody like
Unfortunately,
just standing there
if you
like
were
this,
to
it's like
just
start,
attack
try to
right
feint and
here,
go
I
high
would
right
say
away.
that.
Like
So
just,
now
yeah,
you know I'm a
don't
shell
even
fire.
like,
You throw a punch.
you know,
Right.
Go over.
now I didn't
Now I
react.
have to. Now I have to.
Most
cross
people are
defend
gonna.
here. That should
It's
be
like you're
going
here and it's like boom.
Yeah. So now,
It's
now
like,
I have to
oh,
go down
shit,
here.
it's like-
As soon as I go down here,
They
that's
see
when
that, they
See
react,
the level
yeah,
change.
There you go.
and you go in and
Now
then
you're
you
gonna
fire
come
the
up
other
and
one
go,
right
I
away.
can't defend
Because
quadrant
once this
down
is
here
in,
unless
now
I
you're
go here.
loaded
And if I
here.
defend down
Right.
And
here,
it's like if
you
something's
drop
getting in the way,
other
they
one to the
dive
low.
bomb it.
So like
You know, just
getting that
sink it,
diagonal
and then
is a good way to
shell,
also,
right? So you're like, and then as you fire out that, bring your hand up. So
If
think
you do it
anytime
so-
it's like, this is like, it's almost like you're gonna hit with this,
block.
swim,
See, like good.
Come back.
That's good.
and then you can shell here if you had to.
Sorry, I'm just really stiff.
You're firing
I-
everything
I-
back.
I'm
You're
just
probably
not
gonna
sure.
land all of it. Should be easy.
I'm not doing boxing this morning. We're gonna have a lazy Saturday.
Okay.
I got here a little late.
Yeah, it's good. It's just
Mark I held 6 for Mark this morning. I made him work his butt off a little bit. Okay,
just
so
keep on going.
again, smooth. Yep.
Good.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's fine. Yeah.
Get me to react. Here.
Good. Yeah, there you go. If I come up like that, then you should go like that. And that's fine. Let's see how I'm always getting this back to loose down
Time
now.
it with your body.
Like as soon as I
React. So
disconnect
get the
it
punch
here,
to
make sure
go
it's
after
here,
I
so now I
block.
defend here. So now if I come
Right?
right here, just pump that.
So after
Pump
I
that.
block.
And then as soon as I defend that, then I want you to fire this guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Just walking up
And it's
wire.
again,
If I'm
drop
on-
that. Okay. So like,
So
drop
like
the
if I'm
front
gonna
foot
if
and
I'm
let
gonna
it
be
bend a
attacking you,
little
I'm
bit.
gonna go here.
So like drop the
And
front
let's say
foot
I
and
pull
let it
from
bend.
here.
Right. Now,
And I'm
this
gonna
time,
fire here.
all you're
Now
gonna do
we'll
is
see
drop
if
the
I
front foot
pull
in.
until you pull back.
and throw the punch.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Here.
when I
Now you
throw
have to
this the
cross
first
back
time,
this.
I might even
And now I'm
exaggerate
gonna
it like
now
that.
I'm crossing
And
over
then it's
here.
like, you never feel that coming because it's like, you've seen this
So that,
already.
that's more traffic progression.
Just like if I went, like if I went here and then came over and did that.
Just do whatever.
Right? right? Now
Whatever-
you've
whatever
seen that,
you have to
and I go like this, and I go over and I throw that instead. It's like it's so
Good.
different
Good.
than the first
No,
time.
good. Yeah, yeah. If you
Even
get
though the
someone
footwork
boxed out
was
where like
exactly
this isn't
the
a
same.
structure, that's just pin it.
Yeah.
Because I used an indirect attack with the
Someone if
hand.
you pin their arm like that.
There was drawing, but I used an indirect attack with the hand on the second one. So when you start mixing the two of them
Yeah,
in,
good. really drive that
Yeah.
back one though.
I'll start with the basics.
Yeah,
Working on-
working on this
Like,
is,
get
like,
that
I work
extension.
on this a lot.
Get that good extension
Like,
on
all
that
the time.
punch. So like,
Okay, so again, simple, right? And then good. Okay, now
yeah, good. See how much more.
let it go by and then come back with like a hook.
As opposed
So,
to just keeping
let it
you
go,
want this, or
right?
you want this?
Yeah, just whatever you want.
I have
Just
to
let
really
it go
put it on my
by,
shoulder there.
right? And then the next time, let it go by.
But
And come
that's
back with
because
a
you're
hook.
getting that
Right?
extra extension of
Right?
that punch.
Now, it's real short. I mean, in reality, I don't have to retract too much.
I'm going
Try to get
here,
around it. So if I'm going
and
here,
then I'm going here.
try to get around
Just
it.
moving it around to a different line.
Oh, okay.
So
All right.
here-
So you don't worry
so
about
here's-
this direction.
here's where I
You're worried
am.
about that.
Right.
You don't
So
want to be
here's
like
where I am to
reaching
start
in,
here,
yeah.
right?
So don't
When I
feel
do
bad
that,
about
I'm
doing
gonna
this. Like that's fine.
move my body a little. Right. Now I'm gonna move my body a little. And my arm's gonna
So
stay
that's
with.
just
So think about when you do like,
There you go.
you know that part of like
Step on the outside.
the BUG where you do that?
I don't know that, but yeah.
Have you
Okay.
seen it? All right. Or like, okay, if we're in
There you go. Don't feel
if
bad
I'm
about doing
here,
a full step too.
and
Like don't think you have to like
and
do this.
um,
Like, this is not gonna be
here,
good. If you get
and
blocked
you
on that,
punch over my tan side, long and go like that. Where does my wrist stay? Right on my center line.
Right.
And then if you come back, we were doing this drill yesterday. Wait. So this one.
Good. Yeah, good. No, really good.
And
Really
you press into this,
Get that
and I
hook
go
over.
here.
So,
Where's my tan?
really
Right
get
on
that.
my center line.
If you're especially
So I'm
going over
keeping it
shoulder,
on
you
my
want to get
where
over the
it
shoulder,
was
so, like,
with
that's
my
saving
body.
some little time on you.
So if
The
I'm
shoulder,
moving, like
you
if
don't
I'm
want to
here,
go here and then
and I
have to
and I,
crane over
and move
afterwards.
to, if I move to here,
Easily
this
get
is
that-
staying right
That
here,
hook
Right.
coming down.
right? It's just moving
Because
forward.
I'm
on
gonna
my
roll my
center
shoulder.
Right.
Which
line.
means you're
Like on
aiming
the
down
tan
anyway
side, I
because
go
you're
like
coming
that,
at
moving
that
with
lower
my
angle.
body, and everything's coming up
Or at
and right
higher
on my
angle.
center line. If I go here, and I
Good.
This is
Yeah,
coming
good.
here,
Now, just
right?
drive it. Just drive it through.
the
Rotate,
second
rotate,
time
yeah.
it's staying with my
If
body,
you get
it's
blocked
staying
like
right
this,
on my
just
center
drive
line.
it through. You're
This
getting
is covering in
it.
case
Especially
you
if
throw
you're on
that
the outside
punch.
of someone's
Because I
outside,
want you to
like,
throw that punch also, because
although,
now you're
the
the only
yourself
thing you have to worry
blind
about
when
is
you
get that,
follow up.
get that,
So-
punch.
That's really tricky.
Do that punch
Yeah,
over.
I mean, it is because I'm
So, like,
thinking
when you
this.
have to worry
But the
about
thing
Oh,
is,
you
like,
was trying
as
to-
soon as I do
Come
this, every
around.
time I've done this, you've thrown that punch up the middle. So every time I've done this,
That's the
you've
best way to
thrown
control
that.
it, and now
Yeah.
you can go into an
And
arm
I
lock.
caught it, and then
Like,
fired
you go
this
here,
actually more than I
and
have
you can
this.
just
It's
pin
like
me
I've
around
gone,
the back, yeah.
I've gone like this,
But, like,
and
that's the only
fired
thing you have
up,
to worry about.
and
about,
then
like,
fired
throw that over the
You gotta
shoulder
run
there.
away.
So
You
it's
just have
two
to worry
different
about
things
that.
that I'm
So just
doing.
get that, and then
But if
block
you
it,
just
yeah.
again
And
work
then just
on
push it
this,
out the way.
and then work
And
on
then punch it.
boom, right, and just keep that other hand up. So you
Yeah.
come in with that
Yeah,
here,
exactly.
and then
Then
this
you
next
still have to be
time
aware
you
of
just
this hand,
circle around with the
but you're
elbow.
controlling
Yeah.
it with this.
So
this
think
hand
about
anyways.
this.
That's what
Get to
I'm
here.
getting.
Now
Don't bend
this
your
next
elbow.
time, as you come, move your body
There you go.
here. And
Just
keep
come
that
forward.
hand right on center
There
line,
you go.
and then come just straight
And
in.
then
Stay
it's
really
all
relaxed
about
on
just
this.
dissolving.
Don't tense up
Your
at all.
contact is just
Here, just
Yeah.
gentle as can be.
So if I come in here,
There.
good.
See how much easier it is when you just
Watch
stay
this punch.
relaxed
Good.
on it, loose.
Fire,
Boom.
fire, fire.
Right,
And
gentle
then
as can
stop
be. Still kind of
that.
withdrawing
So
a
whenever
little.
you're like
Watch me
moving
again.
forward, always
Watch
think
me
about
again.
being able to fire. Like, see, right here. I'm
As
this
soon as
doesn't
I
feel like
clear
I'm
this
moving forward
line,
here, but to me
it's
it
going,
is
right?
because all I'm
Here.
doing is I'm going towards your center line, and then I can
I'm
roll
just
over,
waiting
and
for
then,
the
and
line
then
to get out of my way.
I'm applying pressure here.
Right? Yeah.
As soon as this is gone,
You
it's
could do
gone.
something with that too. You
So,
could go here.
when you're going
you could
sideways.
go,
it's gonna go back.
you know, you could
Yeah.
throw the second one and throw up to the
That's
body.
the same
there,
thing with
too.
this indirect though. It's like
You know,
I'm
I'm
gonna go
making
here.
big movements on it just to make it
even though I'm going
obvious.
sideways,
So I'm gonna
I'm
block.
still going forward
Right,
because I'm
and then
still
you're gonna
I know
very
I'm
quietly
dissolving
go
around
around
this.
that corner
This is
and
just
hit it.
stopping my forward.
Now,
movements, that's
and
all.
then as you do it, as you
So it's
go
just
quietly
move out of the
around
way,
it, like
go,
open
go,
that
go
up, just
forward.
keep that there to check that.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Don't chamber it because as soon as you chamber, you're not going forward.
Here,
Yeah. So,
right, good. So you're gonna
so
land
then
that.
now we're gonna
I
do
know.
this where it's like,
Okay.
I kind of do like a weird, I guess.
That time I
Of like,
kind of
if I
take
make
back a
contact
little.
here,
So
I
we're
can
doing it at
still
the same time.
control it.
So
I
it's
can
the funny
slide a
thing
lot
is you can
easier on
actually
the back
end
of
up
my
doing
hand
it at the same
to
time.
dissolve.
Yeah.
Then if I'm here, it's like jam.
Oh, hi there.
See how much easier that is to
Morning.
for me to- I can't
So
get around
again,
this.
so naturally,
Control
again, this looks like
Now if I
reference
dissolve
point,
it,
right?
Right.
But we're
if I
not
do
getting
this,
to reference
it's
point.
much
It's
harder
like
to dissolve
here.
that
It's like,
because
oh, you
I'm
blocked
adding
that.
rotation
Oh,
into this.
whoops, you blocked
Now you
that.
control on the outside, good.
So, but you put a
can
block
fire
up. You had everything in the
That's
right
what I'm gonna
place. It's
extend.
just I threw it in a different place.
Because that
So, like,
line of
We've been
tension's now
seeing this,
gone.
right?
Right.
Of, like,
And
me
then
trying to move
here,
forward,
and then
because
this
you're
is coming
extending your
here.
making it easier for me to
So
slide by
I might have noticed you moving your head to that
So
side.
that's
the
why
last time I went here,
It's the same principle. With
don't
this
block it,
style.
okay? And I went
It's easier
here.
for me to slide
as you
on
went
it
to
'cause
block
as
here,
I rotate and
You didn't go
move,
out there. You went
all
to
you're
block
doing
in
is
the
you're
middle
pushing
again.
me
Right.
around.
You went
Sorry.
here.
I
versus
just,
the
was,
two
I
of
think
You went
your,
here.
I think your elbow was in a different place.
But
You went
then
here.
Yeah.
I
this,
went
this,
here
this
and I went
dissolve
there.
here
Right.
is
I
just the
get
same
the loop.
thing as in your attack.
Because
In your attack just isn't
Right.
gonna
the
make
line
connections.
to
So if
know.
I'm gonna go here,
So it's like this
like,
is
let's
coming,
say
and then
I'm
it goes.
you just
It's
defend
just,
from it.
it's
So I'm
just.
gonna just throw a
Huge
bunch. You defend. Like
Okay,
let's say you defend like that.
hold on.
So
I mean, I hate to say this, but how is it a thing to get that?
So now indirect
That means
attack
you're
would be I go
totally
here.
aware, and
I don't have to go around now.
You're
Because I just said like, well, I want to
so
just
relaxed
skip this
that-
dissolve.
oh,
and I'll
something
just
there,
I'll
now
just
you
go.
change.
I'll just break my timing and then go here. That's
it's,
indirect attack as well.
it's about being
It's like
relaxed.
it's like here.
The more
and then
relaxed
it's
you
like
are, like you're gonna.
it's not even a chamber. It's not even a stutter. It's just that slow.
I don't know.
Think of like a roller coaster. You're going up,
different
and then
places. Right?
you're going down. You hit a little hill. You slow.
If you punched in the middle of that,
That's what it's really good.
over here.
Right.
You reset.
He likes to think about it
And then
like
it's like, oh, maybe it popped there.
he can tell me the other
The rental.
Yeah.
It's a weird way to think about it. Like,
How many is that so far?
Dissolve, like,
Three?
Today, three.
Yeah. Okay. We're up to three thumbs and fingers
Say I go here. This tension.
for the necklace collection.
The table.
All right.
He goes as soon as
We're getting
the
there.
tension's gone.
You smoothed it out a lot already.
So then indirect attack is just.
Yeah, no, this
I'm just dropping keys. There's no table.
This is really like
That-
the
that-
way to
that's-
do
that's-
it.
that's
Like
the way to
again,
think about it.
slow to go fast is the way to go. So
Yeah.
like when you throw that, if you double clutch, right?
Sorry.
You go hard on it, and I'm like right here, and you just go to try to get past my, and I'm not going anywhere because everything's so like tight and stiff, I can see it. So it's like boom, right? It's loose, it's relaxed. It's like you're selling something. It's like, right? There's like three different things happening,
Right.
and you're like, what do I react to? But the reason it works is because there's nothing like really imminently threatening at the beginning of it. It's like if I'm here like this and I go, right, nothing really threatening, but you
Oh yeah, sure it was.
you waved it in the air, and I never did anything. All I did was this.
Yeah, but you move it in.
I didn't really do it. I just stepped down and stepped back.
Yeah, but all I know was you felt.
Yeah, it felt like I was getting closer, but I really didn't. All
It's
I
like
did,
no weapon came out. but
all I
you
did was
the-
like,
yeah.
and then it's like, oh, right. So it's like you can sell. The thing is, like, whatever you're going to hit with, sell the other one harder, and then quiet. Like, quiet. Because the quieter you are, the less they're going to know they're under attack. It's like if you're coming in and all of a sudden I'm there, right?
Yep.
How long did it take you to know you were under attack there, really?
I didn't feel. Yes, well, I didn't
It's like-
feel it
If I go like this, so let's say we're here, and I go, when did you feel like you were under attack?
as soon as you
Pretty
started.
early?
Yeah,
Okay, same thing.
you're just sneaking in. on it.
Sneaks in, yeah.
I'm just putting my hand. If you come in hard and I do that, what happened? Did you realize I was counterattacking right away?
Yeah.
All right, because I threw something.
Right.
Okay, same thing.
You want me to come in?
Sure.
Right.
Right.
Right. So you're
Less?
doing. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
Less aware that I was already throwing something.
Yeah.
Because the first time you're coming in,
Right.
Pumped.
I went,
Yeah.
I'm serious, boom.
Planted.
The second time you're
Yeah.
coming in, boom, boom. I'm just casually just flinging things out there. It's about being quiet. Like again, like if we're doing if we're doing like Chisa, right? Here. Adam's gonna try to just force things through. Right? And all I'm doing is I'm just relaxing. And all of a sudden I have something in my hand. Right? I have something in my hand. That's for I'm being very quiet. Now he quieted down. If he launches an attack now, I have to be very aware. Right? So I'm going to launch quiet attack, but I'm going to set it up by making him think I was going to hit him with this. I did this to you a bunch of times yesterday.
Yeah.
I did it to everybody. I did it to you a few times. Here, if I go like this, if I go here and I probe, right? What did I just make him do? I made him react. I made him react hard, and I go high. Right? And I boom, probe, made him react high. And I go boom. Right?
I knew you were going to do that too, and I couldn't
He
get
knows I did
that.
that.
I'm like,
So here, I'm making him force this way. And then the last time I just threw my
And
body, he
I-
goes right through my arm.
At least I didn't do that. But
He
yeah,
didn't fly through his head that
yeah,
time.
yeah.
And now he's done that a few times. Now it's like, okay.
Which way is he gonna go? He's gonna, yeah.
And all I do is, at that point, I just go, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes. He forgets about that. It's on its way down, and I'm already on my way. So here, if I go like this, right, he knows that's coming, right? He knows that's coming. He knows that's coming. He doesn't know that was coming, right? Because I changed a few things. I changed the timing. I quieted down. Like if he goes on the attack, I just stay quiet. Right? And then I end up with a thumb too. This one. And all I do is, but I accelerate. So like if I start slow, right? If I start, hey, slow, boom, and then I accelerate all of a sudden. I didn't do anything real threatening.
But as this arm was coming up, you just grabbed it.
Well, that's like so. I have this ability to do things like I'll come through here, and then that'll come up, and I'll catch it, and I'm going here, and then that's gonna come up, and I'll go, okay, I'll just catch that, and I'm going, okay, let me get that. And I got a finger. 5. We're gonna keep count today. Usually it's Will that's the like 30 times one day. But this is called song she stop. It's a drill. It's a connected drill. We'll link this into this, which is WAPSA, which is your autopilot. He goes to hit me out of this at any point. I'm on autopilot, right? And I've got fingers again. Yeah. So I'm not even high.
That's good.
But it's again, this is all sensitivity training. This is all now when we move this out to here and I go like this and I come around with that from a different angle, I can do the same thing. That thing that we were doing here where I go like that and then I go here and I hit here and he knows to put a landing platform up. Almost always I will land on somebody's foot. As soon as I land on somebody's foot, what do?
Hit.
I hit. I do not move my foot. He's going to move his foot.
Yeah.
I'm hitting.
And I'm just like, yeah.
And you notice I hit here too because that was the one spot that wasn't covered.
There's a little,
Because of us doing a lot of this over the years, that autopilot going back and forth from here to there, anything he does, I can feel. So he goes through. I'll talk to them later, right?
I'm gonna try to just do a switch.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is that?
Yeah, that's one of them.
That's one
Hey, Tom, now we're going to need a number again. So anytime, like, he does something, I'm just aware of what he's doing. Like, he didn't feel me sneak up there.
Well, because you were moving away from, I'm like, oh, God, away from the thumb. You were really sneaking
up. He forgot that I was there. I snuck up his forward. Yeah. Then if he threw there, I just roll here, come back out, throw that, go there, that opens that up, got a finger. But it's being aware. And I've done this a long time. Tom will tell you. Yeah. We've done this a long time, make sure. But if he knocks this out here, this automatically comes back here. This, if he hangs onto this too long, I know it's there and I go for that one.
Yeah. Oh. Right, I should.
If he throws a punch there, I catch it and I throw a punch. He throws a punch here, that's already gone. This is already gone.
Yeah, and then finger.
That, even if I don't get a good grab on the fingers, it's enough to delay the person and allow me to hit.
Well, because your two hands are always going, so that gets
so,
my brain to think about this.
Right, yeah. I don't know what you guys are saying. I'm going to step away from it. Mark, this is Tom. Tom, this is Mark Sabella. Tom is my top student ever. He's been with me for 30 years, just about.
Yeah, a long time. But
it's getting close to it. It was like 2002.
2002, so yeah, about
25 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So, and he's been a senior full instructor under me for like
almost 10 now.
Well, 10 senior full, like full for 20.
Full for, yes.
So where were we? I lost my train of thought because we said
two hands going.
Okay, so he does. If I go like this, as soon as I get here and I feel that stuck, and he comes around with that, I let go here and I grab that. He grabs that. I let go and grab that. I slide this down because he's got that there, and I want it out of my way. So I move it.
I mean, I have to block.
He rolls this through here, I'm throwing that there. Then I'm coming back here, and then I'm going back there and back there. And now I've got like all kinds of handles happening here.
Yeah.
But it's like the reason that it's working for me, the reason everything works for me, and it always has worked for me for a long time, is because I don't hang on. If I get like through here, I just make sure both of my hands aren't occupied. They're both on top. He throws something over the top, I'm going. He comes back on it, he's going to roll that out. I'm going to go, okay, let's just take that way. He could have elbowed me here, but I got something on the back of his elbow.
Yeah.
That's awareness. Now I'm kind of holding this, but I'm not really. I've just got it like that. He's going to come back around, and there's a line opening. So it's just awareness and being relaxed. So,
Sorry.
oh, you watch it there.
I was wondering what it was last night, actually.
Huh?
I was wondering what it was last night, actually.
So-
grabbing
so-
the here, keeps them attached. But
So,
you know,
we used to do this blindfolded.
Yeah, no, just 0 to 100. I'm good.
I wouldn't brag about you and then have your feet. Oh my god, I just sounded like Steve Baldwin. That's not a bad thing.
yeah. Worse than that.
Especially
So there's like always these two spots where technically open up for like a split second.
yeah, if there's
like,
always when
there's a
this is coming down
transition
here,
where you can
there's a space here.
yeah.
So if he's coming down and he starts to go through that space, I will usually just move my hip a little. And then the other space is here. And if he puts a futsal on that, I can't get through it. And the same thing, my futsal is so deep, he doesn't even bother going
Yeah.
through there because it's like, if he goes to
At this
hit
point,
ball,
I'm
elbows.
going that way.
he's just, yeah. And it's like, now if I know he like can go heavy here, then I'm like, okay, I'll just clear that out and hopefully he leaves the line open for me for a split second. It's not going to be long with Tom. But this is where we're getting at. And then when we take it outside of here, it's like all this stuff like this to here, right? If I was here and I threw like this here and got him to block that kind of, instead of me doing this and going like that, which I can do, I'm going to replace that with this, right? I'm just going to keep hitting. So first it's like, so we'll just go from here, just put that there. I clear this with that, and then I go back to here, right? He's blocked this. I clear it. I go here. So this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So I got to hit him 3 times instead of like having to clear him and hit twice.
It feels the same,
Yeah.
but it's not.
If we were like, I mean, we don't do reference point trapping because it's so fucking stupid.
All right, so just throw something.
But here, I go, boom, right? That
Yeah.
right there gets through. And I caught this on the way through. So I went, can you replicate that? Here.
We're here.
Yeah. And I cut on it. So I moved his
Yeah.
arm down out of the way so I could get through to here if I wanted. From there, then it's like, I'm
That's-
probably, he knows that's coming high. So I'm going to go here first and then, so I've got more than one option there.
Right.
So it's like, even like if we're rolling, if I want to do that, here, right? I know he's going to throw that.
Right.
So
So I'm filling the emptiness.
So I go here.
Bam.
I give him the emptiness and then I close it
And then
while I'm already
he's hanging
gone
on
and
a
hit it.
quarter beat. at that point.
Yeah, it's like I'm going here,
There's no fear.
here. And I'm doing, there's a little subtle draw, I think, going on there that I'm not aware of, but
No,
it's all direct
no, it's more the filling the emptiness. You're
countering, which is
you're,
direct
you're,
attack.
you're not
actually.
drawing, but you're using drawing mechanics because
Yeah.
you're moving laterally.
Well,
a
I'm
little.
giving you, so
You're
I'm giving him
reacting to
some
his
false
reaction.
information. I'm going here.
Yeah.
Right?
But he's moving to the side.
When I'm moving a little as
Yeah.
I'm doing it. If I went like this, if I went, hey, I'm going there, and I go over
Right.
here, now he's
now I
way
have
over
to
there.
now I have to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I change too much, he's coming back.
If he was coming in, so this is where we get into the footwork stuff, and we're gonna get right back into doing.
Unmatched match.
Let's teach Mark how to do Chiso.
All right, sounds good.
All right. And then we'll let you guys play. This 1, 2, 3, 4.
So, Peter,
Wait. Before I forget what I'm doing. If he's coming at me hard, and I go like that, what happened?
He kept going.
He drew.
So I went like this. Do it slow this time.
Yeah.
He got to here, and I had put my weight on this foot.
Mm-hmm.
As he came in, I did this. I go again. I moved over here so I could hit here.
He was.
And he's walking in. I'm trying
Coming
to
in.
like, disconnect completely. Okay. Here. You okay?
That was good.
Okay. So, good.
I'm good.
The timing on because I'm like I realize that's liver side
No,
too,
you're
which
good.
is where I like to hit. Go super slow. Here, right? Oh, super slow. Okay, here. Right? I get him to hit where I want him to go, and his weight is coming here, as my weight is going here, and my hip is turning now, turning this into a 2. I started in right lead. He thinks I'm a southpaw boxer. I am. I'm also a right-handed boxer. I'm not. I put my weight on the front foot. He turns that way. I put my weight on my other foot, and I'm in this lead.
Those
Now,
are good little head
but
movements.
also when I shift back, yeah, I do move my head. So I'm here. I go. Okay.
The head helps sell it. And
Now
slip it.
I'm back in right lead, and this is a 2 now.
Yeah.
Where you're- yeah.
I'm using that
You're
neutral
sort of
corner.
squared up, or you can also
I end
do
up using a basically
You understand?
end up coming into
like a Wing
Yuji
Chun
Kimura.
stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just for example, this is we went way ahead of where I wanted to go right away, but this is good because you get to see it, and then we're gonna go back and we're gonna work on stuff to get you there.
Yeah.
As he came in, and I stepped here and I went back, now I'm wedged on him. Yuji Kimura.
Yeah.
Right? So I can have boom or boom. I've got either one as my backhand, as my power side now.
Yeah.
He's throwing through here, and I'm like catching him here. Now he's coming back, and I'm catching him there. And I'm moving my head offline. As soon as he goes here and he comes back, I'm moving my head offline and throwing that. Boom. Now I do have the advantage of having insanely long arms, so I can move a little away from the guy. Like as he's throwing that punch, I can circle away and still have room to come through. So I can do this little kind of loop. And if you add that in with this, and you add that little loop, and then you look at where I am, he
Right.
knows where I'm going. He
Well,
still can't lay off.
Because ideally, he's hitting me here on the way through.
Yeah.
I'm still not done with this punch. So,
No.
like, he's got me on time.
Yeah. I'm hitting between his punches.
He's also the majority of people as soon as getting hit, they're going to recoil a bit.
Yeah.
It's a human reaction.
Right.
He
I
then
have
has
to-
time to hit you again.
I have to find a way to recover
Yeah.
at that point, but if I do it unsmartly, he's going to get 2 or 3.
I mean,
so
I've
I'm
had
trying
Will
to
walk
figure it
into
out.
some stuff that's just awful.
Yeah.
I mean, like there was one day he actually walked into the other room because he was just like, I'm done with you. Eddie Sermon was like, I'm leaving, I'm never coming back. That was because I caught his hand like a baseball and I
do
wasn't
remember that.
looking.
Yes.
He was over here and he threw something and I went, hi. You know, I think I was talking to you. Or you. I was talking to one of you. But again, this is all tactile awareness and practice. And awareness is peripheral awareness. It's like if I'm here and Adam starts to come in, I can see him. I don't have to be looking right at him. I can see these guys here. I know Jim is there. I know Chris is there. So I can see something, just and whether it's that I can just sense it. As soon as I hear something here, and that's the other thing, listen. It's like, so when I'm gonna, you've been on vacation. No, you haven't been on vacation. I know that. Just you haven't been. We're here.
Yeah.
So let's play this out.
Okay, cool.
And I've got stuff on the road. So if I'm just looking at, just go like moderate speed, don't go
Yeah.
crazy fast. I don't want to
Yeah.
hit you.
Yep.
All right. He's going to do things. I'm going to just talk to you guys while he's doing things. Right? And I'm not really going to pay attention to what he's doing. I'm just going to, do my thing.
You get better at it.
Yeah.
Disconnecting from that.
Oh.
Okay.
Like the peripheral stuff. It really helps you feel expanding. It was really good, like, before the cheese
So it's all feel.
a switch, so like, let's say
If this pushes here,
you could react to a switch.
this
You
goes
can
here.
react, and then you
this
can-
comes here, this goes here.
Yeah, that's not
I always like, if he knocks out
We're
this
up
from
to
here,
this as well.
I always circle back up to here.
And then I
come
run the
down
risk
on
of getting
that.
across
You know,
there.
if he comes, like if he does something
So,
where he
like
goes
this.
here, I catch this here now. Now, all I did was I snuck around it because
Here.
I went
Yeah.
here and I went, okay, I'll go over here. He doesn't notice that.
Yeah.
I'll snuck here.
Yeah.
And I'll find
So
a weird
that's-
line to
that's,
go through.
that's drawn.
And then he's
that's-
gonna get
that's-
back there. And
Because
it's like,
he's not needing
Yeah.
something to hit. He's telling you.
so you get him to go to sleep
where
on
you should
something.
hit, and then-
But you don't have to be like paying like super attention to the
It's
idea
not like
of
I'm
doing.
gonna- I'm not
You
gonna-
have to be aware and you have to like use other senses other than your eyes. 'Cause your eyes are going to tell you.
He's very
So one of the
obsessed
reasons
now,
an
like,
indirect
there's no
attack
way
would
she's
work,
here, so
right?
They are going
Right?
here,
Yeah.
so I'm
He's-
going to counter
He's
this.
looking at
It's
it.
not a, I'm
Yeah.
He sees it coming.
No, I
I'm
know.
going to slow this
Yeah.
down. He blocks it. I go, okay, he blocks it. He sees it coming and I changed it and I hit him. If he wasn't looking at me, it might still happen, but he might not, you know, he might not react as hard. So what I do is I look through him. He's going to throw something. I just look through him. And then I close and I attach if I'm going to attach. Usually I'm going to close it here. Usually it's here, not paying
Okay,
much
so
attention. It's from here.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a lot harder for me to counter than say.
Yeah, that I did most of that with my eyes.
Like, he's like here.
The slowness is a funny
Not
thing.
here.
We were saying to Jim earlier.
So like that's the
Yeah.
difference.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm just like
But
rolling
you're
with
much,
my-
yeah,
I'm
much closer.
now.
He's expecting more chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I
Yeah,
start
Because I'm
chaotic,
probably starting to like, hey,
if
you
I
know.
start chaotic like
Yeah.
that, and then I
No,
slow
and
down,
they might
it's
not.
like,
But it's like as soon as
right?
they don't do what
It's like
you don't think they're.
it's like
you're probably
it's
hitting
so
them
hard to
because
pick up
of
on the
anyway.
timing. If he comes in
It's
fast,
the
it's
most
like
obvious
just go
thing to
hi.
you of the
If you
speed
stay
movement
calm, this
not
is what I was
being
talking
hit.
about the
Probably
other night
this
that
is
happened with my buddy,
they're gonna
right?
hit because of it.
Is he went to grab me, and as he grabbed me, I got him by the thumb,
So, like, that's
and
what
this,
she
and I
sounds
walked
like.
in here, and he went to
Finding that,
push,
like, there was
and he
something
didn't
about
go
that,
anywhere.
there's always those two
right?
things.
And I was like, what are you
It's like,
doing?
Yeah.
And then he struggled to
The
get
scoop
this
cells
out.
there.
And
I was like, yeah, they can do
this,
that.
and I didn't know what to do. And that's exactly what happened. But the whole time I was saying,
that's the
what's that thread here?
She's not trying to-
And then he ended up in a chair across the bar, and I don't know how, but
And, like, we
but I don't think I
eventually
launched him
tried to
because he's
pull
fine.
away from hitting those spots. It's like, okay, now she's
He's not mad at me.
Was
Where-
that over there?
It's like you can always hit
That's
that, like,
2 Saturdays ago.
what else?
I haven't got a chance to get together with him since we're gonna get together. I'm like, we should go in and just freak everybody out because I think we're on custody or something.
Yeah.
Not at all. And, like, it was a little scuffle, a misunderstanding, and it didn't work out the way he expected, I think.
Yeah.
But I stayed so calm and just talked him off the ledge, and I did what I know how to do.
Well, here, take a seat.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good.
I do think after I told him I was going to beat the shit out of him if he came in the spar with me.
That's usually a good way to make friends.
He's we've been friends since we were 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, and we used to fight like that all the time. I'm like, it kind of felt good. So we talk to him and say, hey, yeah, we've been doing this since we were 5 years old. Nothing's changed. We stayed friends all that time. We used to fight back then.
Yeah.
Doesn't change. But again, having that awareness, he comes in to do something, and it's like I'm just aware that I can move.
Mm-hmm.
So, and again, if you talk about, okay, Joe, what was your thought before I kept going? You had something.
I expected. Using drawing mechanics without drawing.
Oh, so it's subtle shift. It can be a look off. It's more of an indirect attack.
So yeah, just to kind of explain what I was talking about earlier was remember how I said that he used like drawing without
Which he sound
yeah
right, and I'm like probing a little, and then I'm like over the top,
Yeah.
right, that kind of thing. But I did it different. I think what I did.
you got me to attack
Oh,
here
I
but
left the
you
opening.
stepped off
I
and
came off.
it was
line,
like he got me to launch the thing and then use the rest of what you
Yeah.
would do with drawing, but he didn't.
so I just never went the other direction.
Yeah.
I went straight in here where it's like, okay, here I come.
Yeah.
But there's a subtle shift in everything before I go. like there's maybe some weight shift here, boom,
Yeah.
right? If I use the draw, if I draw on it, and I go here, I went the other way that time because he thought I was going to go the other way, so
I had to
used,
rethink my options.
I used a different one. But even if he knows I'm going to go this way, as soon as I go, he has to attack
You're still
there.
going where he's not, or
Right,
like, you're still like,
I mean, a simple way to look at it is like if we're here, and he starts stepping that way, and or I start stepping this way, and he follows me. He follows me. Right? What happened at one point? I kind of stepped that way, and I went back here. Look at where we are now.
Yeah, he's past my.
So I'm changing direction, but I'm doing it like if we're circling, circle, 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 boom, right?
Yeah.
So I push it hard one way, and then go back the other way, quiet. Or if I'm coming straight in and I go wait here, and I put something underneath. Yeah, well, I moved.
I know. Yeah, I would have got behind. Your head was down here.
Yeah. So again, but if I go here, right? I had a couple of things.
If you look, he's still not, like.
Well, your punch actually landed over here and then it moved back.
I'm like,
there's a
it gets
second.
people to aim off.
But if he's coming straight in and I go like that, he's going to miss by a mile because his momentum is going to carry him. If I'm coming in, I have to do something different. Sorry, you okay?
You're good.
So I had to move. I had to get him to throw that punch here, and I had to move a little and throw something between it because that's the only place there was space. That
Tom, I'm guessing it's Ben Grimm.
Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Maybe Johnny Storm.
I'm just figuring out which one you would be.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I'm pretty smart. Mr. Fantastic.
I've seen his arms stretch a mile. He's Mr. Fantastic. But again, it's just if I don't move my feet at all and he comes straight in, and I do a little head movement and a hand movement, I didn't move my feet, but I didn't move them that way first.
But yeah, but
way.
it changed the direction of my punch because I had to adjust mid punch.
And I went here with my hand. He followed my hand, and I stepped over. So I get the same kind of effect. But if I go here and I follow, and he follows my hand, and I step over after I've stepped that way first, it gets him really thinking I'm going that direction. Again, with the circling thing, it's like as you're circling, it's like go back a couple of times.
Yeah.
And it gets them trying to guess where you're going to go. Somebody's coming in at you, and you go, right? He had no idea where the fuck I'm going. He hit at the last place I went, so I just went to another place. So if he had hit over there, then I go back one more time.
It's like, oh, great. And like, it's almost like I'm telling him, I'm giving him.
If I'm coming in and he's waiting on me and I go like that, I stop and I kind of back out a little, but also change direction. He's gonna just don't move, just throw a punch when you think I'm gonna be in range, right? But I stopped and I backed out a little and I changed
and
the
like
angle.
I even kind
And
of
he
like
committed and he leaned
to,
in, but I knew where it's coming. If I'm here and he's close enough to hit.
I mean, if I like right now, no. If I step and hit, I can't.
So he goes to step and hit, and I go like that. He misses. I don't want to wait for him to hit, so I'm gonna go in and hit while he's trying to hit. You know, or like sometimes the other thing I'll do is I'll bury somebody in feints for about a second or two, where it's like,
Yeah.
Overload their brain, just like thinking too much. That's what happens to me.
yeah, give them a little overload.
Yeah.
Get them. Tom's gonna be cutting the edge of my glasses, okay? But you give them overload. You like quietly.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't like that.
As soon as the quiet happens, it's like.
Yeah, the rhythm of the.
You
Remember how
change
he
it.
was saying about like not over reliance on the eyes?
So
The
okay,
ears, that's the football.
Talking-
give you rhythm.
talking about like the other thing we've talked about at times is you can control somebody's like emotional input and output. You get them excited, and then you come down. Takes them longer to come down. If I'm going like this, and he's all excited and I come down, he's still excited for about a second. It takes
Right,
him longer to
he
come
can
down.
he can just walk in.
And I can change what I'm doing. I can walk in.
Yeah.
So if he's coming in and I'm very quiet and I just throw and I'm like still very quiet, right? But I quietly work my way in.
Yeah, but not
It's huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm changing the. Well, I'm changing the rhythm. I'm changing like the intensity up and down, trying to get him up, get him down, get him up, get him down, and then I go. And then I go one intensity, a little just smooth. So I glass it out, right? While he's still trying to figure out which frequency I'm coming in at.
Yeah, it tires out your nerves, like your reaction
It's
speed.
mentally draining.
That's one way to deal with somebody who's fast again. Moving here, moving there, moving here. Okay, and then just
Use their speed, right? So.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get back to working on something.
All right.
Enough demos. Let's teach Mark how to do the lopsided drill.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you want that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, so why don't we for the moment, why don't we just stand?
Jim.
So the bonk cell
I'm
lopsided.
gonna have you
So
go
I'm gonna teach
with
you
Chris
first
Rock.
what bonk cell is.
I want you to work
Okay, so,
on the lopsided drill.
The way I kind
Okay,
of describe
so
it is if you just take
you're gonna work
an
on the
arm,
lopsided drill. You're gonna
right?
work that into
So
the
bonk
attack
cell
on the
translates to
lopsided.
an arm block, right?
So
if
you're
you
gonna
just
be
kind of
here.
take this and like
Right, you're gonna roll.
bend it down this way. This is gonna be at
And
135
at some
degrees.
point, I'm gonna go for a
This is gonna
switch
be
here.
pointing toward yeah. But
The
okay, so
usual
relax.
progression is like
Here.
he clears, I go to clear.
Right.
So
I
you
go
go
here.
He goes here, I go.
and then
And I'm just gonna
without
circle
raising
around
it up
that
out of the
head.
socket,
Right? And
rotate
then I'm
it
gonna go
within the
right
socket.
back to here.
right?
To
And
here.
then
You can roll it out of
that's
cheese
bonk
out
cell.
here.
Okay.
It's
So
like
bonk cell
here,
lopsided drill starts off like
here.
we're gonna end up mirrored.
You can do something like this
So I'm
over
gonna
here.
lay a
where you
strike
go
here.
slap,
Right.
punch.
Okay.
He opens that
So
up. I
what
block
you're
it
going
with
to do
here.
is you're going to
I
take
come
your
back
other
with
hand and hold it in.
Those are indirect attacks. It's a hidden hand, but it's indirect attack.
I like to call this
If I
like a
go
phone
like
call
this,
range, right? Because
it
if
becomes
you
like
hypothetically,
invisible.
right, something comes here,
Because
you're
he's
close enough
chasing
to
that
deal
and
with
that's
anything kind of in
coming
that inside.
He's going on the inside of the tan. I can't. It's very hard to block that unless I just really get that in there.
If I go,
Yeah.
if I go here,
Good to go. All right. So the idea behind
Right.
Wait
for that.
Yeah, I know, I-
different punch.
This is that,
But
like,
let's just
if
work,
I were to
really
throw, like,
that's a new one for
work
me.
mainly on
Right,
this.
like, down
go
center.
start low,
Right.
cover
Now,
it, come back.
that's fine. It doesn't do a whole
Don't-
lot. But
if
if
you
you
want
were
to
to
go low
turn
and
your
just put your
torso
hand right
while
down.
I
So we're one low like
you
that.
see
Like
how
throw
it's
low
like
with a bong style,
that's the function of
and
bong
then
right to
start it
deal
and
with
just
straight
keep
punches
that
coming
back
out the
up.
torso.
So you're gonna do
right?
the same that you
Lean into
did
it a little
here.
bit, takes it up
You're
right.
just gonna have to come out here.
You
and keep that
can,
back. And then the other
it
one would be,
functionally,
you could
it's
start
meant
like
for
here,
this, but you can absolutely
and then
like
launch off
turn
as
this
he's
this
forgetting
way.
about.
But
Just
that's
see if you can
more
get
of a,
separation.
It's a different thing. It's called
Right?
a limb lock.
And then the other one would be
Um,
here.
so
And I'm gonna
like,
go around
let's
and I'm
throw
gonna
a punch.
catch this. I'm gonna stay attached here and
Right,
catch
so
this
that
down
you
here.
see how you were here and now you're here, right?
Wait for that.
Now, the
Now
thing
I
is,
could
like,
if I
if you were
wanted
to
to come
throw
right
that,
through
and I
here,
thought it was
or
a
I
better
could go
idea
around
to
it and
take
come
this
back here.
offline this way.
So whichever
I
works
can.
better.
Totally,
If he's gonna
right?
block that there,
If
I come over here.
here,
And he
right?
comes back
um,
here, I can pass it off and go
Now
back
on your
here.
outside line,
Right.
right? So I'm
You're, you're limiting
here,
the.
Where's-
I'm,
where's
I'm
your
open
hand?
up to that,
Magician's hand.
but if I have an answer for that, right?
Tom
I can,
stole it.
right? So
He's a magician too.
you can do that,
I'm
but
just every now and then I got to take a
it's
look out and just
gonna
make sure
go,
that the tempo's
so we're back to block out outside, right?
perfect right now.
All right, so
You're checking
put
here?
your hand in
You have it
woosah,
on your phone
right?
or no?
So,
No, I
uh,
have literally the grill is right there.
Oh, you're just gonna see it,
I
right?
can
Okay.
see it.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
that's
what
why I
you're
put
gonna
it
do
there
is
because
you're
I didn't have the
gonna
apple.
move your hand kind of like you're sailing through.
Oh,
like
we
you're
lost
going out
camera
this
over
hammer,
here.
and you're going to come here, right? And then as I start to cave, what you're gonna do is turn your hand here to grab, and then
Oh,
pull,
I see.
Video,
and I'm
video,
going
video.
to turn it to bonk style, so that way, yeah. And then that's going to turn back into an inside whipping punch. Yeah, and what we do is we tend to just agree to meet right here for the drill. Right? Ideally, you take this down and you smash it, but for the drill's sake, so that way we can continue, right? Excellent. So I'm going to do the same thing that I asked you. Right? So I'm going to go here. I'm going to turn this, and so from here, your goal, right? So what this is representing is I'm taking control of this and I'm trying to pull. But we're not for the sake of the drill. That's the representation of what's happening, right? What you're going to do is dissolve, right? And then keep structure and stay there, so I can't yank. You know what I mean? Right?
That's
Right.
the lops out, right? Isn't that the? Isn't that the lop?
Yeah, the lop.
That's yeah.
Right. So here's the lop out. So relax, right? The only thing that you want tense are a little tension right here just to maintain structure. Okay, it's all structure and very little muscle, right? Bam. All right, so in this I'm laying this here, and you return that to right? I tend to keep it like somewhere mid range here, and then you can go ahead and
pulling me down while
do the same thing, right? And then you see how like I rolled, right? If there's any sliding, something's off, right? Everything should kind of feel like a roll. So now go ahead and take control of my arm. Now try to pull it a little bit, and I'm going to maintain structure and I'm going to lay the inside whipping punch.
So
I would keep the
Yeah, well, I like that. Yeah.
you're gonna
And then
like
just
let's
like
say you
that.
push this through here.
Very good.
You know, take this like this. And like go to block this instead of wait.
So now what this
doing
is
block
teaching you
around
about
it. Here. So
Right.
you're gonna
Okay.
go-
Good. Yeah.
You're gonna
Okay.
go like here. Okay.
I see.
Yes, now take control. No,
So
you're
here,
good.
reach.
I would definitely keep your thumb
This.
not
Reach
tucked
through.
in like this, but
You're
definitely
gonna
not
tell
like
me
this.
that you're
I tend to
gonna
keep
throw
it
this punch, so I have to block
Right?
it.
If it's out,
And then
that
jump up and catch this
it
hand.
does training a bad
Uh,
habit, right? If you
Yeah,
tuck it
yeah.
in, you're almost also training another bad habit.
Good.
So go
Good.
ahead and
It's
I
like
mean, this was expected.
and
it was
Yeah,
expected.
sync your
It was one of those like.
Yeah, there you go. Feel that?
Right?
Like I'm having to like I can't if I use muscle,
You're before
especially with
COVID.
you,
Let's
I
say
get a lot
that.
more muscle mass.
No.
I'm more
And
careful.
he had been in the
I
hospital.
have
He
to
was up in
use
Bar
this
Harbor,
structure.
Maine, and I couldn't go because I had broken a limb. I just
Yeah.
couldn't drive. It was all right.
Yeah.
It was functioning.
Don't
It was
curl
good
the
enough to go out and
over
do it.
curl it straight.
But I wasn't good enough to like drive.
Yeah.
I still,
That's a
it
lot,
broke
yeah.
back.
Oh,
I
yeah.
felt
I'm not gonna like
You're doing good. So keep your
So-
Stone steps, right?
It's all this right here.
And I
Should be
fallen
back,
late
or,
in February,
perpendicular.
and it was just black ice, and
And
the
this
America
comes
still
out,
wasn't ready
so
to
it's
drive.
about 135
So
degrees.
he was in the hospital with pneumonia at that point. He was 89. But I was
No, you're fine.
like early, and I was
Yep,
like,
here, and then you're gonna take control of here, and then sink your
Yeah.
So
elbow.
I called
So
and
that
talked
way
for a
you're-
little while.
So this is hooks out, right? I should have maybe mentioned.
And it was good
So
though.
hooks out is
because,
bridging
you know,
hand,
like-
You're
right?
sick.
The idea
Or-
is
Well,
I'm
he
gonna
just had
use this
pneumonia at the end.
for a lot of things.
You know,
One of
he
it
had
is
a bunch
bridging
of
hand.
surgeries.
Right,
That
now
helped
somewhat
a lot.
attached.
Yeah.
That's easy.
I'm pretty well
Yeah.
attached, right? You
Quit
can
drinking
also
this.
reverse that and kind of you can use
Yeah.
this. It's a hook. You know what I
takes
mean?
its
Like
Yeah.
I'm just
But
maintaining
he
connection,
stopped
right?
young.
So
He
when I
stopped by the time
turn
he was
this,
35.
I'm maintaining that.
And-
Now, hooks
I wanna
out
try this
doesn't
again.
have
So
to be
I do it
grabbing
from-
my fingers. In this case, it's good.
Okay.
Grabbing
Right?
it. No.
Usually hooks
Yeah.
out
So
is
you double
kind of
clutch.
somewhere
I mean,
under.
listen,
You know what I mean?
when I do it, I'm
out,
going here, I'm
hooks
going
out, bam. You know what I mean?
I'm
So
not-
you can
I'm
use
not
that for a
coming
lot of
here and just
manipulation.
pulling it back at the last second.
So,
Yeah.
I'm going like I'm coming to it.
It's one motion.
One motion.
Okay.
Here,
So,
one motion.
Well, I still
It's
felt
like
it.
just,
Good.
Yeah.
just,
yeah,
just
now,
like
now
as I
sink
go
your
here,
elbow. Like, just,
right?
yeah.
as
So
I
don't
go
push
here,
down.
Yeah.
Sink the
Hear
elbow.
this.
Right?
I go.
So,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so what you want
Yeah,
is about
yeah,
a
Catch that as I
point
go
to your
block
ribcage.
it and I go run it. I
Right?
don't come like
And
this.
so
I
it's
come
not
like
downward
this.
pressure. When I mean sink your
Right.
Turn my
right,
body.
the way I
I see
describe
that,
it
Turn
is
my
yeah.
shoulders.
high fishing
Keep
line
this
around
on
your
center line
elbow,
so I can
and
fire
a
up
weight
and see
that's
this.
too heavy
Okay.
for you to either go like
This
this or this, right? You just have to kind of relax.
I see.
Where you're going, okay.
Coming
here.
Wish.
Work,
Right.
but it's not less solid.
So I'm drumming here.
Straighten out your.
Oh, it comes this way,
Yeah. So
right?
just do
Like
it
a-
like here, go slow, go around and here. Okay, so
And that's that pivot.
Repeat that.
Now I'm starting to turn, so you got to chase because if not, I'm coming. You know what I mean? So you have control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm locked in, so this time land on my arm.
Yeah, there you go. Now
Okay.
lay the punch here.
Yeah.
See where it's gonna block it.
Yeah.
Now, now
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
where it's gonna block it.
Good.
It's
Yeah.
still close.
Nobody does that.
Yeah. Now get around it.
No, I mean,
Now,
Yeah.
here,
nobody does it.
so we're gonna be like, okay,
Right.
right?
Mm.
Come on. So you gotta go part, clear.
And I stepped out.
It's
a
like
little bit.
so
Do you care about that?
you
Or,
know,
I mean,
what it is like if we remove
better
everything
to
else,
stay
right,
straight,
and that's the
though.
punch instead of the box, all right?
Yeah.
And I just lay this here.
Yeah. I mean, it's like,
I'm gonna
again,
let
it's
this
like
go.
here, I'm just coming here.
What's happening
Yeah.
I'm
here?
moving my
There's a
shoulder.
little- there's a
This is
little-
sailing
I'm moving my
through,
shoulder.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
when you
If I
feel
went
that
like
pressure,
this, and
that's
it's here, right?
your turn to
Right
resolve.
here.
Right? So
Doing
you're
like
gonna
this.
do
Yeah.
you're gonna resolve that forward pressure, and I have to maintain control, otherwise I just pull this hand back. You know what I mean? So like I have to.
So anything we do,
I lay the strike. The strike is almost
Mhm.
it's a
I go
placeholder,
like this.
so that way we continue
This is
to
about that.
like
That's all.
learn as well.
If I go like,
Yeah, you're doing good.
Because it just,
So,
If
like,
you
never
go,
let,
Yeah.
right, so this direction
Okay,
I'm gonna
good.
go high,
And then
and
later.
dive bomb it in, but I
Yeah.
keep it on there, so I know where
So
around it.
we're gonna-
You watch.
We're gonna
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
scenario like a
And
little
then
further
back
up,
and
I'm getting
not like
that.
super
But then I
up,
have
but
that
just,
frame.
right about there.
Right.
So it's like if you go
Like if it's
here,
down here, we're
and that
not
comes
gonna
around,
go
I
very
drop
much.
it there.
That's got
It's
to
got-
hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on,
And then if I
yeah.
let go and I go here,
Finish the
that.
job. Yeah.
Yep. Now once you
So
feel,
sometimes
yeah,
I'm
exactly.
gonna go
Once you
here,
feel it dissolve,
and then finish with
Fine.
that.
You'll just
Right?
keep switching.
And, yeah, that's
Yeah,
exactly.
it's whichever is like it
So-
goes
so
here.
here's what I'm thinking about.
Exactly.
Now I'm kind of like
It's
reaching
like
in,
it's
kind of
like I went
turning.
here.
So like
closed it,
clear.
and
So-
then
so-
when
yeah,
you
you got
started
the
to
little-
Yeah.
this.
So I go as soon as you're closing this, it's like there.
and then it's
Yeah.
like, okay, so now you're
That was
So
a
like-
second late.
Yeah.
Remember I was saying that
it's like
bounce out
it's
like a
changing
little
here.
block?
It's like, okay,
Right.
here goes-
Think of it like-
here goes-
This is one
and
solid
that's both of them
structure,
that free
but
up,
it
because
sounds
it's like you're
like
confused.
solid
about
box,
everything.
and someone just
Yeah.
whacked it
If
right
I
there.
go, if I go
Now it's-
here,
It's
right?
it
Yeah.
rotates
And then
on
go
an imaginary
here.
point
If
here
I
in your
go-
shoulder. So it's
If I go
it's a bit
like,
box.
start here.
You know what I mean? So there's no like contraction.
So
And
or
that,
anything
do
like
that again, because
Sometimes it's
okay.
No,
All right, so you're just kind of
Yeah,
mind,
Yeah, exactly.
minding that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
you're just kind of
loosen
coming
it
up.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just give you pressure, and when you feel
Yeah.
it,
Right.
yeah.
It loosens your
If
hook
you're-
side up on me there. Yeah.
So that's what I'm.
That's
That's what
You
I'm.
went over the ball.
So now
I'm
we're-
going here.
Now roll forward when you feel.
I'm going over the ball and I'm going this first. and
Yeah.
Take it
All
up
right,
again.
all right. So it's
Here,
so it's this
let's say
hand.
you start to feel that.
Yeah.
Right there.
Imagine that there's some kind of
Okay.
forward
Let's say you
pressure
start
and
to
you're
feel
trying
that.
to go
Right there.
Yeah, a little bit.
So that's here.
Right.
And then, yeah, but you're yeah. But that I can see where it is in the flow. Though.
Roll forward.
Find one. Sell one. There.
Feel
Now
this
my hooks
pressure.
are covered.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that
Good.
helps
You see
me.
how there's a roll and
And
no
then this
slide?
is I would say that one's free. Yeah.
Like if you go in deep with that, if you go here,
And you could actually clear it.
and
Yeah.
then like that, and then putting fingers in my hand. But let's say you're not, you're just here and you
So
come
now we're
back
here.
through. And I use that hook here, I keep my elbow down.
Yeah.
Then as soon as I feel like we're not gonna come with that, I go here.
Now I'm
And
going
I
to
keep
roll
that hook
the
in
same
mind.
way.
And then you got
That just,
And I have
again,
something else.
that's just the tactile awareness as you're
And you lay
trying
the
to get
inside whipping punch
something
here.
else to happen because you're under attack here. It's like, your
So the
natural
inside
reaction is
whipping
to
punch
get
is
that
gonna
out.
go
Yeah.
You know, like, let's say I go
It's like
here,
you're taking
I'm gonna
from the
go
bounce
here,
out.
I'm gonna turn it over to here, and
Right.
pass it
So
off
now
to here.
it's
Yeah.
it's representative. So like if you were to
But
like
again,
come
here,
up, I have to
you're
have
just
my
like
move out
finding
short
like
because
here.
something comes in. I'm
Feeling
gonna
that out. So that
we
didn't
just
tell
lay it
anything
here.
to me. That just
Yeah.
told me you're going somewhere, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stop that
Alright,
there,
alright.
and then I'm gonna come
Yeah.
back.
You're gonna catch that.
Catch it
Feel
and go
that
back.
Yeah.
You're, like as you clear this, it's like sell like
Yeah,
you're
there you
gonna
go.
hit me
Yeah,
like
you got it.
with a fun sound.
Yeah.
There, and I miss it every time.
Yeah.
But
I
you
got
gotta
you.
tell me like you're gonna hit me with that fun sound.
I got you.
And then when I
That's
have
a lot
to
of
do, I
stepping
go
too,
back
then
to here
yeah.
and hit
It's
here.
like
Yeah.
I'm here, you go here, and I go here.
Okay.
And then you just caught yourself up. So now it's like, okay, I fire here, you're stuck. I'm just probably
Yep,
gonna grab
and
that
I have to
make sure
dissolve.
you can't.
And you lay the
Don't
punch.
push into me.
And I'm here
Well,
just
There's another one you did that was part of that slap too, right? So if I clear you, is
Yeah.
that, was that what it?
Yeah, you
So,
clear
like,
me here, and
clear you.
typically
I'm
go around
laying
here.
a punch
That
right
can, so I went back to that, so then I'll come back
here. As opposed
Otherwise,
to
it's like
like
if this
here
clears,
or
I'm
like
going here, I'm catching here.
Because you always double
we're just
Yeah,
doing
I'll
bridge
get-
kinda
that,
like
or
get,
is that
like,
what double
circle.
pan?
So as this comes across here, I just make
That
sure
swings
this is
up.
back up
I just
top,
decided to
and then if you
change
punch
it.
through with this,
There we
it's like I can catch,
just
and I
catch it.
just stay and sit,
Yeah.
and then something else.
So
comes-
And
Try. I could try.
You could grab the shoulder, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You try to come up, and then you're gonna.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do that, and then come back in. And then just switching off one to the other, because I'm not gonna
And
try
I'm
to
just gonna
play
back
force.
away from you.
I'm not gonna try to play force with force.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
Because
just
I'm.
gonna
I'm
let this lock in,
Yeah.
and then eventually you're gonna do something, and I'm
Yeah,
gonna
let's
hit
go.
it.
you're gonna.
And then I got fingers, because you put fingers in to try to struggle.
Yeah, you can do that, but what I do is I tend to follow.
So if you wanna, you have to
Okay.
get the control
Okay,
over
so
that.
I'm gonna come through here now. You're gonna feel that. You're gonna dissolve. Right, exactly. That was
It's
very
just
good.
a subtle
Right?
move.
To the point where it's like you're dissolving in, and I had to cover. You see how I'm like a little bit on the edge there? It's because okay, you dissolve so well. I had to like. Make
I mean,
sure
again, I
got
don't
it.
use that often. I'll be more, that's usually like a secondary thing for me
Yeah.
coming on the lap stop.
Yeah.
It's like we go
Yeah.
in and really.
No, you're
exhale,
good.
all of a sudden
I
it's
just
like,
took
okay,
the
I'm
first
getting
one.
here. It's a little bit of a
Here.
hidden hand. And then that'll set up the hidden hand, because I'll come up from nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's
There you go. You can go over.
okay.
Yeah.
And then you stuck, so I'm gonna go back around and then come back through the other
So
one.
like,
Because you'll forget one of them.
while this is coming in,
Here,
now you're just gonna
you can work it from here. It's like here,
block it, just
you can
control
go around.
Yes. All right.
it. Control it. You don't even have to like. fire the
That's
gun.
just a different.
You see how I,
Yeah.
yeah,
About
because
here.
I,
Yeah.
that,
So I'm
that
going
worked,
to turn
and
you
that's fine.
here.
So like
Back.
Right
That's
there.
not
As I
something
go
you
to
did.
block it,
Here now.
you're gonna
Got it.
go
Yeah.
So it's here,
Here.
Okay.
and it's like a check as
Here.
opposed to a pole. It's representing a pole, but it's,
That's where it
it's
is.
check.
And I can hold on.
Yep.
Right.
See where we can go with
That's
it.
just good to know how to deal with
No, I don't see a lot of balls at the golf course.
it. Well, people
All right.
really fight with the clubs, so.
Although, you
See that happens, right?
Sorry. I came in.
Yeah, I can.
That was quiet.
I just
That's why.
kind of
Yeah.
left that there.
Go very
Arm is
slow.
getting a little tired. All right, so here.
Better stop that, by the way.
Yeah.
Just routine, go.
No, that's fine.
I was like Tai Chi for a second.
Don't keep firing into the same thing. I want you to make sure you get around it. Cross your arms.
All right.
There you go.
How's your rest?
Good.
And
Sore, but it's good.
are you sure?
Playing a lot is helped. My fingers-
Yeah.
Strengthening all that.
Right.
Gotta be.
My core is-
Right.
Yeah.
My finger works.
Yeah. So like, as
Good.
you're doing great. So what you want to
The
do
chords
is
are
like,
actually.
No, but like, don't-
you know, we're gonna go and
I
like go through like the individual pieces, like and like
Go
we were
back
doing,
and
right?
forth and
After a little while, it
Good.
softens up and it becomes very
Good.
kind of relaxed.
So
Like,
I'm
it becomes like a
yeah,
rope,
I'm working
right?
on
You
my
hear something
shape.
like what they're doing right
shape.
now, right? Well, not right now, but they were just a second ago, right?
You're
It
giving
ends
me
up
this.
becoming a rope, right? And like there's dissolving, you know, there's attachment, there's a lot of like little, very kind of important things that go on in box right? We haven't done any switches yet. There's, you can see there.
Right. That's not bad.
Is that the kind of thing you want to work with a partner?
For doing chisa,
Well, Marcelo.
just simply think about this. Like if you're just trying to roll in the air, get this at about 130-degree angle, like you're rolling something down with this, and then come back like that, and keep this here, underneath, right? And then you're gonna bring them back like so, right? Keep this right under your chin, okay? And then you're gonna like throw something over it and land it underneath it.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna come back to here. Right? And then you're gonna throw it over, come back, throw it over, come back, throw it over, come back. So that's one way you can do it. You can work just a roll of cheese style like this if you want. Like you can use a ring, you've got a rattan ring, I mean you can get into that and the wooden dummies upstairs are helpful.
So, what's your martial arts experience prior?
No,
Oh, okay.
Cool. He boxes with us.
Awesome.
Cool. It fixes me all right.
Oh, okay. So you live in Marblehead. Oh, okay. I thought you and Jim had come up.
No, Jim came.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. You know, so we'll definitely work through that and do that again. I'm just gonna keep my shoulder right.
So one of the things that like just learning how to like so let me jump in for a minute. Why don't you guys just do some
You wanna
nice
take-
rolling?
I'm gonna take
So
a
just
break.
put this hand, relax everything.
Hey.
Relax it. Relax. Right like that. Put this hand, just put it down here, anchor it here. Keep it up a little bit. Don't like, just kind of like roll it up here. You know, just kind of like keep it there nice and relaxed here. So all you're going to do is like extend out and press your palm towards my chest. You're not trying to hit you, just turn it over and press it. And I'm going to do that. So feel like kind of create that little gear there. And then I'm going to come back and you're going to let it hold to here. Right to there. And then you're going to come back down to fan sound. I'm just going to repeat this over and over. This is called single-handed chisa or dawn chisa. You're going to press your like palm strike towards my chest. I jut south. This is jut south. I'm going to come back with what looks like a punch. You're going to go bond style. So non-combative. We're just trying to get the roll going. So think about it this way. We're opening a gear here. Closing. Okay. So when you go here, tan. This is tan sound. Then you palm strike, which is called young chin. And then I jik ching, or vertical strike, and you bong sound. So you want, as I go from here to here, You want to roll this and let that elbow come in just there. That's a good ball side. Then think about a bar from here to here. Think about, keep that right like that. Think about there's a bar that matches your upper arm. Now I want you to make that bar there and make it hold it. At this angle. But I want you to wiggle your fingers. Structure is taking care of it. Now point your toes in. Now sit on your hips. Don't come forward. Don't bend your knees quite so much. Let the structure go into your heels. When I lean on it, it'll go down into your heels. Got it? Okay. Now that you can loosen that, you can relax it. Structure's taken care of it. You don't have to use that anymore. Right? And then just roll it back. Now let it go really soft and relaxed.
Where's the next opening?
Like the elbow drop. Open your hand. Relax it. Relax it.
When you
That's tense.
so rewind,
Just like that.
as
You're
you're
not-
firing,
relaxed
I
now.
want you to be
Right?
already prepped.
It's still
to
got
fire,
form,
and then as soon as you
structure,
feel
but
that
it's
this
relaxed.
energy is
Now
retracting
turn a
towards
palm
this
strike
Fire that one.
opening,
and a jack.
Yeah.
Try to keep your shoulders as square as you can. Okay? Right? It's a very simple little drill, but it's the start of a lot of
And we're
things.
just freestyling. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what, but as soon as you feel an
Now
opening,
let's just
use
get a
that
little
opening to
rhythm
hit
going.
somewhere else. Don't hit through
We're
there.
going to go the other way.
Right there.
Yeah. And then come back. And then come back. I don't jet sound until you palm strike.
there you
You
go.
start your palm strike, I finish it with my jet sound. When I start my punch, you finish it with your bong sound. And then we just return to the set position. You go again. 1, 2,
Disconnect it.
3. 1, 2, 3. If you go the wrong way with it, my arm can just shoot right through. The bong sound will roll it. Then, so you're dissolving here too. It's like the idea, like if I was to press this hard here, you let it go and you come back over to the other side. That's out of the soul and top. Press it.
It feels like this keeps coming. Like that feels like
Press it. Let it,
Oh,
let it hinge.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry.
That's right.
So I was just about to say, if
You need
you
to
feel
get
like
very-
that's
We're gonna have this guy.
You sit here, I got the catch for you.
Hey.
What are you hooligans up to? over
So
there?
I mean, that
No,
was
no, he's showing me something that worked.
I
Let
forgot
me
the
show
whole
you.
back. Sorry.
well, but like you
I'm good.
were correct. You're like, okay, so it feels like we should be
After
here.
I
But it's like, okay, but
So you palm strike.
Yeah.
Like,
I jet
this
sound.
is an opening.
And I palm
Yeah.
strike.
Yeah.
This is an
And then
opening.
you go
So
back.
if he defends this
You just
opening,
return.
there is now
Now
another
opening
opening.
here.
Palm
That's
strike.
yeah.
Well, that and it's like, if the opening is
Yeah.
there, take it.
You got it.
You know, we're
You
not
have
talking
this.
like
You're already getting it.
hella speed or power on our punches, but like
Yeah.
we're here to check the opening.
Yeah.
So, like,
Yeah.
there.
So prod the opening and then use that opening to fire.
Oh,
I think that's how I got good at finger locks, fixing people's bong styles. And then reset.
Yeah.
So on that, it's like literally just
yeah, so
Is
the,
that what's
and
happening?
go
yeah, so the
straight up
tense, that was
so that I have
Here.
to jet.
right, which is
Right.
like,
And then
I just
as
have
I go here, you
Yeah.
draw a little bit and
Yeah.
structure here. You don't want to pull that in too far. You want it there. Right there. 130 degree angle.
Back up towards the door.
You got this. I haven't taught this in a while. I can't remember the last time I taught single-handed.
You have gotten significantly.
You shoulder up it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Granted, it's been a while.
I mean,
It's been a minute. Yeah.
It's
Just tightens
It's
back
very
on.
Yeah, no, it does. I mean, again, I don't get to do this.
I used to just bypass this and teach people like Sanchi out because it's like, but then I realized the importance of this.
I mean, not that that's gonna do
Yeah,
a whole
but
lot,
yeah.
but that's
Yeah.
a solar plexus strike. I'll take it. I didn't get it.
Go on to the
You had it.
Like,
extend that line.
Slow it down a little bit. Okay. Palm strike. Okay. Long side. Yeah. Okay. Reset. Turn side. Palm strike.
You must focus.
Long side. Long side.
Yeah,
Long
that's-
side elbows up. Tan
that
side
doesn't have a
elbows
whole
down.
lot of
Palm up.
that.
yeah.
Keep trying to get this on the center line and try to keep your shoulders square.
Yeah.
This is the tricky part. So the way this should look. Who wants to just Don Chisa with me for a second? Okay. So the way this should look, very simple. On center line, look. Okay, get it on center line. Okay, good. So very simple. The hand should be inside three. One.
This one.
Yes.
Chamber, right?
Yeah.
Chamber.
He palm strikes. I jet.
Right.
You tell it
So,
that he
like-
palm strikes.
for example, right?
Hey, look, you just said punch. You didn't say, well,
I'm
you know.
waiting for you.
But this is
Yeah,
good.
I know.
You're
Yeah.
creating
Yeah,
a
we know
spot,
you
so
are.
like if you're
We're gonna
going
get rid of
somewhere, I'm reacting
Just
off
very
that.
simple,
Right.
from
The more
here.
time you give me, like, maybe I might actually
Okay,
sit next to you,
Just jump it, yeah.
or, you know, if it's coming up here,
And
okay,
then
now
just
I have
wait for me
a
before you go
different
to bond.
option.
Don't look too high on
I'm
it.
not going to be the
Relax
one
that shoulder.
to.
Why don't we go with the other arm? That
Yeah.
the shoulder is okay. So palm
I'm gonna
straight.
let you, I'm gonna let you try it.
Oh,
You're gonna
see how you
counter.
have to lift
Yeah.
it
Yeah, a
high?
little bit.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
let me
reset.
open something up for
So
you.
this is just, let's
So,
go
but that's
get into
also
the
prime area
Uh,
to.
no,
everybody did-
Don Chisao, you keep
Go.
your hand in the
I
side.
either gotta go.
It's not
Right.
Lapsao and it's not Song Chisao, so you don't go to
I'm gonna-
Lapsao.
Right.
It's not Lapsao
So
either.
like,
It's
you know,
Don
you're here, you're
Chisao.
waiting to throw the thing, right?
Yeah.
Pick a direction.
Just-
Okay, cool.
there's
I
no
bet
reason
it.
to have
Right.
it, because it's
Do
not
the same thing, but go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I mean, that was
forget about
awkward. I
that.
come around
Nope,
with that.
that's just choosing different things. Start.
So this is what it should look
Like
like.
you were
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
and now
Then
go
clear
somewhere
it
else.
and then- yeah.
Bam.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get hit
Or if
every
you're,
time.
you were doing the
And then
chop,
that leads us into this
Yeah.
hole.
do the chop,
Mm.
and then as he goes to meet
You
it,
wanna do it left-handed?
Yeah, we're just come up and then rotate and kind of come around.
I was just
Yeah.
working with you.
with your
So-
rotating with your shoulders and then punch. Don't chamber it though, just keep going.
Right.
Just so we don't, so we show that it doesn't.
That's great.
hit on it. So since I can do this left-handed, you may as well.
Isn't that great? I try to practice both at home.
You should. So this is the role of Song Chi. And then we can go in and out of this.
So
Like
that's
if he
just
throws
an always
something
there
here, I
opening.
can go
Not
here.
an always
I'm
there.
leaving- I'm
I'll
leaving
move
it,
right
yeah.
into the loft.
So just make sure that.
And then we
your
can
elbow
go
is
here.
not
Here, if I just insert that back
Forcing
in, we can go
across
right
the
back
just
into here.
more stubborn.
And we can go into like if I
And,
move you over to
you
do
know,
the flute, we can go into harmonious
I
tone.
get that could.
Right here, we can go into.
Okay, used to be like,
You did
yeah,
both, so
it's like
I-
you already got
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
We can go into
Yeah.
this drill here, where you come across and slap, and I do
Is
that,
it- I'm not sure.
and then you punch back
opening
in
his-
here. So we
Arm
can go
length is
into
an
that,
advantage there.
and then
Arm
you
length?
come back in
You know.
here,
Yes
and
and
you
no,
go in here.
right?
Go
So
back into
Peter
harmonious
makes
string.
his arms
You go this way, you come across and slap my arm, and like
It's
this, slap
not
and slap yours, you
inherently
inside
always
whip.
an
I come back and
Oh,
box
that's
out,
good.
and then we go back
advantage.
to the
There are
roll.
ways.
So
to
there's
make
different
the,
things that you can go in and out of that allow you to start to
advantage.
really get this tactile awareness and spatial awareness.
One of that.
Hey, Gary. Now, the thing So
is, if I
it's-
close the distance to
it's,
where an advantage
it's
against his length,
it's
you still know how to
everything,
use his
everything's
elbows.
about understanding how to
Right.
control time, rhythm, and
You know,
distance
pick your poison.
and
But,
direction.
you know, he has to know how
So-
to use his elbows.
So this
Right.
this
Just
part of
fire
it,
that.
so this part of like is important. Chi-Sao is really important because it gives you a ton of information on spatial awareness and directional awareness, and how things open and close. You know, when emptiness is going to happen. If we're rolling, like again, if we're rolling, and everyone can see. Anytime that he does something, like something opens up, and I can feel it. But I also have to be aware, like if he does something, you know, here, I have to be aware that that's there and it's coming, so that I stop it. I don't, you know, this just happens to be the way that I stopped it this time, because
You could have stopped it a lot of different ways and I got hit.
but that's where it was, and it's just like, oh, I'll just put that there, and then whatever the next thing is, it's like I'm gonna like go here. All this just gives me awareness of when things are opening and closing. I can do things out of this where I start to trap, where I go here, right? I wait for this to come to me and I hit rather than going to it. I don't go get this like this because then he's just going to wheel it around and come back here. I wait for it to come to me and I go, and then I come up this inside, and he's trying to get an elbow on it. But
Yeah.
I'm making my arm bend a funny way. But that's what you learn to do with this. It's like you learn to like kind of, you know, that little corkscrew there.
That this is not doing that much to help him not get hit.
But it's something. It's awareness. You know, and again, like when we're doing this here, it's I was saying it's autopilot. If he does something here, it's like I'm already aware of that. I don't have to be like thinking about it anymore because we've done it enough. Then the key is to take the patternization out of it. So it's like as we're going, it's just like, you know, it's like you just start doing stuff, and then you do stuff, and you see what's going to happen. You know, and you just find things, and then you let go and you go back again. And this is how you get better. You do the same thing with a punch. Ah, punch.
Yeah.
So, how do you make a punch?
Well, you do the same punch, and then you ask yourself, okay, what was good about it?
Skip.
What do I
Did he
wanna
get in touch
change
with you?
about it? You
Skip. I told him to call me Monday.
you know,
He's
throwing
about
the
to
same
walk in.
jab for 6 months.
I told him we were
Right,
busy
with
today,
little
so
changes, you know, the same punch, but like, okay, I'm gonna do it as I step in. I'm gonna do it as I
We're
dip and
busy
step
today.
in. I'm gonna do it as I'm stepping out and
I
stepping.
messaged you.
And then I'm gonna ask myself, like, okay, what's good about that? What doesn't need to be there? You know what I mean? Like, okay, I like the whip that I got in this punch. I like the
He's
rotation I
an
got in this
occasional
punch.
client that comes in, somebody gets him a gift certificate, and he comes in, but he has to have an appointment with Jake because I won't work with him. He doesn't know how to have any control on this or anything. So I'm afraid he's gonna get hurt working with me. But he called yesterday and said, I'm around this weekend. And I said, well, we're not available. Plain and simple. We are not available. I say we're not available. That means we're not available. That means don't interrupt us. So I'm not going to like share any of this on Facebook or anything. So I'll say whatever I damn well feel like. Which I say have to share on
Anyway,
Facebook anyway.
We're talking about
Yeah.
how to
So
make a punch better.
so we'll get into that for a little while. Get away from this. It's a good start on Chisao. We'll get back into this another time. But lead punch and footwork. How to get like this out in front of me fast. How do I get that to do that and be really relaxed? And how do I get it to do it without moving anything before it? How do I get this to travel like without any tension? Right? Okay. Anybody? Any thoughts?
Looseness.
Relax. Relax. Being relaxed is like, again, when I throw something and I want it to have like a lot of speed and a lot of power, it has to be like dead weight on the end of an elastic. It has to be traveling fast and relaxed. And it should be at its fastest point just as it's leaving the target so it doesn't leave anything back in my hand. But how do we get there? So, well, I have a formula. So you guys want to work on that a little bit? So I think we're going to work on the punch a little bit. Okay, so, and this will get into footwork too, about using this in different directions when you're moving and not having to rely on only using it in a straight line, because we don't fight in a straight line, we fight in semicircles. But if everybody just kind of, we don't need a lot of space for this, but if we just kind of line up, let's line up across the room, and everybody just line up with me, all right? Everybody line up with me, all right? And just get back a little further. Good, good visual. So first thing I want everyone to do is just get your feet right. So I want everyone's, if you're looking at me, right, I'm going to line up here. I'm gonna actually line up like this. I'm going to point my toes at a right angle on this line. But I'm going this direction. So I want my feet, my lead foot, I want it like almost at a right angle to where I'm going to go. Then I'm going to turn it to here so that they're parallel, right? So now my feet are parallel facing that way. So Mark, I want you actually facing this way, right? So, well, this is just the way. You can go to Yuji Kimyama, and then whichever you just bring that out to where you're going to go. No, you were right to be doing it at that angle, Mark.
Well,
So
I wanted to show them how
yeah,
I get it.
yeah. So just let's get to that position, and then the first thing we're going to do is like straighten your legs for a second, okay? Straighten them and just go flat foot for a second. And then pick up your back heel, and as you do, let your front hip just shift forward. But try to keep your weight 50-50 on your feet still. And you're still in that same structure now that you were in the Wing Chun stance, because your hips are forward and you're locked in, or hips and shoulders are locked in together. Next thing is your hands are going to come up to here, right? This hand's like it's answering the phone. It's just kind of hanging out. This hand's out looking for something to hit. We're going to stand about this far away from our body. Right? And then the first thing we're going to do is we're going to actually keep our fingertips right where they are. And we're going to move our knuckles past them. So don't close by going back and then moving your fist forward. Just let your knuckles go past your fingertips. Okay. Now, next thing you're going to do is you're going to let your knuckles go past your fingertips and just pretend you're grabbing something off a shelf. Okay? And then bring it back and let go of it and let it fall on the floor. Grab it, let go of it, let it fall on the floor. Grab it, let go of it, let it fall on the floor. So do not move your body. Just grab it, let go of it. You can put your heel down. You can be flat-footed for this. Keep your hip forward though and relax. And don't bend your knees too much. Okay. So reach, grab. Okay. Now, to make that work while you're moving, do a telegraphic punch. And I'll show you from over here. Reach, grab that thing off the shelf. Again, make sure your knuckles are going past your fingertips. So you're creating a lever right at the front of your hand. Aim with the bottom 3 knuckles. Okay? So you're not going to bend your fist upward. It's like start it bent like this down, and then let it straighten out at the end. So let your wrist abduct at the end.
Yeah. The shoulder down
Keep
too. It's
the
super
shoulder down.
That can involve pulling the chain.
Yeah, like it's like this, and then it kind of it doesn't quite point up, but
It
right?
doesn't. Okay. Look, if you want to like a way to look at this, stop, guys. Stop for a second. Really simply, my fist is flat against this bag, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody?
Yeah.
Agreed? My wrist is bent like this, okay? Down towards my elbow. As I push away, my fist is still flat on the bag, and now what is my wrist? It is straight. So if you just take a wall and you push off against the wall like that, you'll get it right every time. And that'll lock you into that structure. I'm not lifting my wrist up, I'm just letting everything level and straight. Okay, so now the next thing, we're going to get to the levitation. One wave step. Okay, next, all right, we're gonna let that go by like we're reaching and grabbing, and you're gonna leave it out there. We grab something off the shelf, you're gonna take a little step and you're gonna slide, and then you're gonna bring it back so that your elbows above the fist away from your body. Then you're gonna do it again. And you're just doing a little step slide and then bring it back. And then one more time, little step slide, bring it back. Okay. And then we're gonna back up. Back up, back up, back up, back up. Little step. Okay, so now, so here's where we are. Here's where we are. Again, don't point with that upper knuckle. It's not fencing. It's a punch, right? Okay, right there. Okay, so now we're here. That's where we are. Okay. The next step we're going to get to is we're going to take off as our hand goes past this imaginary line. You can put your hand there if you want. So as my hand goes past that imaginary line, now I take off. I almost freaking fell over. I took off so fast. But what you're going to do is let your hand pull you forward. So just as you passed your other hand, you take a soft step and let yourself move forward. And then again, bring that back foot in so that it's in the same position. Too close, Mark. Look at my feet again. Okay, watch me again for a second. Right? Right? I only go back to the same spacing I started at. And I'm not turning my heel like that. There is a time that I would. But if I want to get rotation, more rotation. But I'm not gonna. So again, we're just trying to get that punch non-telegraphic to start. And this is kind of a beginner thing, but it's something we haven't done for a while, so it's a good way to go.
It's always good.
Yeah.
Good to go back. Because we're going to take this through into the levitation step and the wave step. So again, now I want you to just take this punch for a second and just really loose and light. Just feel it like floating through the air. Right? Loose and light. Right? Now, it feels like it's not going to have any power, but it will. I mean, I can prove that. Right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, okay. So we're going to get to that next step, and then we're going to give you an example of what it feels like when you try to hit hard and when you don't try to hit hard. Right? So here, right? Everything's moving at the same time. To get that to happen, I don't want to move my body first unless I'm trying to like do this tap, or if I'm just way too far away to launch anything. If I'm too far to launch a kick or a punch, in my case, if I'm too far to launch a punch, I'm too far to launch a kick. And vice versa, because my arms and legs are almost exactly the same when I extend. But again, we want this straight lead to be, this is, again, the backbone of Jeet Kune Do. So this time you're just going to move just as it passes your hand. You're just going to quietly let your body go forward. And the thing is, you don't want to stop. What I see happen a lot with this is when people do this is they'll start and then they'll stop. They'll try to catch themselves from falling. You want to keep it smooth. That time your body moves before your hand moves. So wait till your hand just about passes here and then go. So a lot of times, like, again, go back to doing just the reach, grab, step, slide. Like that. Reach, grab, step, slide. Like that. All right. So now, once again, let's just try to get that smooth going out there. So again, think about your arm pulling you, right? I want that to go and I want everything to come behind it. The other reason I want everything to come behind it is because I want my weight all of my weight landing as the punch lands. I don't want this. I don't want to hit the ground and then hit that. I want this. Because my weight is now
behind it,
behind
right? Yeah.
it, and I'm elevated. I've got lift.
Yeah.
Your fist hit your foot was just about to come down.
Yeah,
That's what I saw.
I can do it without. I can get lift that way. We'll get into that in a while. Like I can get lift just by walking my feet, doing like a wave. But if I'm moving in, I want to hit almost just the instant before my foot hits the floor.
Yeah.
If I was throwing a kick and I throw a kick, I'm throwing a punch just as my foot is about to hit the floor, it's going to land. If I'm doing that. If I'm here and I go, right? I want my hand going before my foot hits the floor. If my foot incidentally hits the floor while my hand's still going, I'm still getting that weight transfer. But you want your hand landing before your foot. Okay. Now, what does it feel like? What is the difference between like a punch that you try to hit hard with and a punch that you don't try to hit hard with?
Yeah, I don't know. I like it a lot.
So,
Not like that.
so he's not going to go flying anywhere. So I'm going to wind up and hit like with a hard two. You good?
I'm good.
You're good yourself. Anything?
Felt it. Yeah.
Loose. All right. Now I'm going to try hard with this. No, I'm not going to try hard. I'm going to go loose and light and relax.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I felt that one.
Loose and light and relax.
Yeah.
Just
It has way more pressure behind it. I was ready for that. So,
That's
yeah.
from here.
Yeah.
Without lifting my feet. If I go loose and light and relax and I put some weight into it, it changes it too. But if I just work on lift and speed and loose and relax, it's like it goes right through them.
Relax.
And I missed.
That still felt though.
Yeah. I disconnected. But it's like, again, if I throw this hard, things tense up. If I throw it loose, nothing tenses up. It's different.
It's like deeper.
It's a much.
It's like
That's got a lot of penetration. Because that I added a little.
Yeah, a little. I felt that little
curve at the end.
Torque at the end. Yeah.
Torque, and I also added that. Now if I add speed to it, this is a little first time, right? Relaxed speed is different than just adding speed.
Yeah. Because the other ones feel like they're just exploding on impact.
Right.
Yeah.
The other ones are absolutely drilling in.
Yeah. Come on, you won't have a heart attack. You're a doctor. You know how to fix yourself. You hold it against your chest.
Okay.
Yep.
So like
Top and
hold it
bottom.
like that and then hold with the fingers.
Keep your
Yeah,
thumbs
top and
But-
bottom.
Yeah.
Even more on your pec than your, when it's up to my shoulder, that hurts more. Like when it on your pec more. Yeah.
So, big two, right? You ready? You're all. He's behind you. You're not gonna follow him. All right. Let's get the box. Okay. Now, loose and light of the feather. And then loose and wiggly. Right? Your front.
They're both hard.
Second one made you move a lot more.
Yeah.
And the second one was an eighth of the effort for me. And that's about
impact.
that's like 50% power. That's not even like anywhere near the full power. So the thing is, the looser you are, the more likely you are to land that punch, and the more relaxed you are. But that's the kind of power you can get without having to try to put this huge effort into it. It's just boom.
You can also bring the punch back a lot faster.
Right.
Very tense.
These guys
Right.
have all felt this already, so you know it's like just to if you don't understand what it is, and you don't feel what it feels like just from an inch. You want to feel it just from an inch? It's not crazy hard. I'm not going to go really hard with it, but just the penetration from it from here, right? Just here, right? And that's just this. That's just me shoulder adjusting and letting. That's just my hand, my knuckles flying past my fingertips, and it's got this impact that you just wouldn't expect. So if you stop the punch here and then you continue it, that's why that type of indirect attack works really well and has this jolt when it hits you because you don't expect it to have that sharp impact from that close. You know, especially when it looks like you're fully extended.
Right.
So when you're not quite fully extended and then boom from like that far out, it has all kinds of fun. So it's not that hard to get that. Again, so much of it's just relaxing. But it's like you don't expect it. You expect it from that big boom. I threw that at about 40%, but I also like didn't have anything really behind it because I'm locked down. I'm like just if I loosened that same punch and went
whipping it out.
If I whipped it like that, then it's going to have a lot more impact. But the point was, I wanted to see show you what the difference is between me throwing like a hard two, which was a relatively hard two, and then a loose, relaxed jab that's just all speed and whip. And that it's like the whole thing that Bruce Lee thought was like have your power side up front because you're going to want to hit with that the most. And you're going to hit with your jab the most anyway, or your lead leg the most. So his thoughts were like put those up front. It's like, but how do we get power with that? Because as somebody who boxed all those years, my thing was my jab was never going to be my power punch. It was a big punch. It was to set up my hook and my cross. But then it changes when you go power side forward and you learn how to get that kind of leverage. And you learn how to get lift and you learn how to get that speed and relaxed speed. So that's the next thing we're going to work on a little bit. And then we're going to take a little break, and then we're going to get into drawing. Okay, so we worked some on indirect attack, which we'll follow up on in a little bit. I think we'll get back into footwork again. But so let's go. Let's work on just getting like the mechanics of how to get like lift and rotation from a dead standstill. So just get into a fighting stance, and we don't have to be in any particular position because we're not going to move around the floor. But just so you can see me. And the first thing I want you to do is just pick up your front heel, right, and then drop it as you're picking up your back heel. Okay? And then let them both go down again. Okay? So now I want you to reach out with your front hand, and as you hit about here, I want you to pick up your front heel. Right? And then I want you to drop it and see if your body goes forward. Right? So what should happen is as I go to here, my body should go forward. So we're going to put these together. We're going to segment them first. So from here, so like kind of put your hands like I kind of put them like this. This hand is in here, so it's like here, like in front of you a little bit, like that, right? Because now like if I'm like this, there's a lot less of me to hit than if I'm out like this, right? So I'm here. And I'll let this kind of like, I'll think like really shell a little bit, and then I'll move it out to just a little bit more out here. So I'm creating this wedge, right? So if you're from here and you came straight out, you're creating that wedge. If you can create that wedge, I have like limited places I can go around it. And then if you can move that wedge, which you can, you're gonna make it so it's really hard. Like if I'm here like this and I can move this like this and like this, I can make it really hard for anybody to get through it. And they have to either work around it or try to go through the center, and I have an answer for both of them. But this one here wants to be kind of like Anthony. Wants to be hard. So like something else comes in here, you can catch it. All right. So now we're not going to take a step back. So let's again. I want your feet this far apart, all right? And just again, just lift that front foot, all right? Lift the front foot, and as you drop it, lift the back heel and rotate it a little bit towards your front heel. So lift and then rotate. Yeah. Okay. Lift and rotate. Now, start the punch as you start the lift on the front heel. So both feet flat. Start the lift and rotate. Okay, so do it slow. Start the punch. Let the punch lift your foot. And then as the punch lands, let your foot drop and let your other foot pick up. Start. Let it drop. Okay. Everybody again, slow down a little bit. Look at me. Look at me. Okay. This is starting. This is lifting my heel. Think about it like there's a rope attached to my knee. Right? Wait. Think about a rope being attached from here to your knee. Okay. As you hit here, the rope loses slack. It picks your knee up. As it lands, your knee drops. It breaks the rope, and your rear heel picks up because it's attached to the front. Right? And then you got to go back. So you're going to go. Right? And it's you want this loose and whippy. You want. All right? So eventually what this is going to do is it's going to create that. You have to stay really relaxed. Start with your hand open. Okay? Because if your hand is closed, two things. One, you can't catch something with it. Like if something comes flying in at you, you can't grab something with it once it's already closed. And also it's tense. And you're not going to get that lever from the front end of it with the knuckles flying past the fingertips if it's already closed. Right? So this is going from open position here. Close. So you can do that like Chris is doing. Just put your other hand on your fingertips. Right? And then just move your knuckles past there. Like keep your fingertips right where they are and just move your knuckles past them. Right? You just get used to that. Get used to your fist closing that way. Try to get your thumb down to the side. Yeah, there you go. Mark, don't let it come out here. Not inside, but you want it down here. Like you're going over the top like that. Just you want it right there. Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna start the separation here. The hand movement starts the lift, and then the rotation is what creates the power at the end. And then as soon as you land, you want to do this little kind of orbital circle back.
Sure.
All right?
Yeah.
Short arc. Think about like a little teardrop around a planet. All right? Orbital retraction. So the fastest part of this, once you get it going, you want straight punch. Straight out, circle back. Circle inward. Yeah. So you can do it here.
And this is where you want a little of that rotating the back foot.
Yeah, you want to rotate the back foot at the end of it. This is just a different type of like this is get you lift while you're standing still. This is that kind of thing. When you're standing still, somebody starts to come at you, boom.
Yeah.
And it's over.
And it gets you close. Like you're moving forward.
Well, I'm not moving like
but you're not. But you're getting
my
closer.
weight is shifting up like this.
Yeah.
If I'm here like this, okay. So let's go back to here for a second. So this is gonna go all over the place today, but this is good. Let's go back. Everybody, just either face me or like. So let's go back to Iji Kim Young Ma. Put your fist straight out like so. All right. Now, all I want you to do is turn your opposite toe. So I want your toes pointed together like that. Okay. So you're in Iji Kim Young Ma. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna do this. You're gonna move one toe out to Choma, the opposite toe, and then you're gonna come back. So make sure your fist is right on your center line. Don't move it sideways. Just see where it goes when you move your toe. It should move forward, right? Because your hip that it's attached to is moving forward. So that little movement moves that forward, all right? This, when I go up to here, and I'm flat-footed like this This movement moves this forward.
Yeah.
It does the same thing. It's a different movement, but it does exactly the same thing. If I'm here and I do this, and I shift this here, it goes here, it goes here. If I do it with a bong saw, same thing. It goes here, here, right? So the mechanics of this are my hip is creating yin and yang. One's creating yin, one's creating yang. Boom, boom. I'm getting whirlpool energy. When I do this from this position, I'm getting a different kind of whirlpool energy. So I'm getting like I'm like storing and releasing kinetic energy along an even flow. Right? This is picking up. This is creating some inertia, and it's starting to just get lift. Lift creates speed. The lift then gets rotation, which creates power, and then the return is your yang. That's your yin yang.
Yeah.
So it's like, and when I reset everything, it's like everything's doing this. S curve. Boom. Boom. So the end of the S curve is here when you get back.
Is weight step?
So in some ways, it's like a drop step.
So the drop
Yeah,
step,
yeah.
drop step would simply be this: is my weight is all on my front foot. This is back to Jack Dempsey. He's the guy who kind of recognized it. I don't want to say he created it, but he put a name to it. When I pick up my front foot, I fall forward. Gravity makes me fall forward. So if I'm here and my weight's on my front foot and I throw that, I'm going to move forward. Where if my weight is now evenly distributed on both feet, that does the same thing.
Right.
And it creates a lot more. So what it also does is you're creating like this variable acceleration throughout this line. It's continually accelerating until it comes out of the target. Right? So, but you've got to keep it smooth. It's like think about throwing a finger jab, right? And then just at the very end of the finger jab, let your fist close. Boom. Let it turn into a punch at the very end of it. And stop it there for a second. Don't bring it right back. Just find that spot where it's going to end. So that's the other thing, too, is like one of the things about throwing a punch is you need to find out where it's going to end. Right? Write that one down, Joe. He's probably out having a cigarette. Canadians.
What was it?
Yes, sir.
Joe, you need to know where the end of your punch is. Just write it down.
What do you mean?
Just write down you need to know where your punch finishes, where the end of it is. So that you know where the end retraction should be. Start it here, don't wind it up. Think about here.
Slow down.
Just throw finger down. No, just as it's about to land, put your fist forward.
Just go slow.
And don't turn it on. Just quarter turn it. You're gonna feel punches if I do.
On impact, you're going to be kicking this more
Here.
and dropping this, and that's where you get this
Come on,
drop that's going to push you forward.
Right out in front of you.
And then your
This way,
back
like,
heel's
it's
gonna
like in front of you.
come
Like, try to come through here. It's there. So you can deal with that just by going.
then you're going to
No,
relax.
just by going like this. Just like clamp it a little bit. Like, let your fingers kind of. No, just let your
It's out
fingers.
of this, but I
Your
don't
fingers
think
do
of
that. Right? Kind of
that.
Right? Right? So you can do that because it's there. If I'm here and you throw that punch, I
And
can
then
just
see
catch
this
it.
rotation
Right?
here.
I don't have
That's
to.
on the drop.
I don't have to do it.
And then I'm going to pull
So,
it
but
back.
if my hand
Yeah.
is closed and you do that, it's like now I got to block it
Try to
like
get
that,
that,
which means
try
I
to get
got to
that
hit.
full extension of
If
the
my
arm.
hands are
You know,
open and you
you're
throw that
stopping
punch,
it
I
like
can go,
here.
I can go like
Get
that.
this
Right?
full
I
extension.
can close them, or I could do that and punch at the same time. So that's something you can do with that. But if you're throwing this and you have it here, let them get a little closer together in the middle here, so you're giving the person that space to throw anything through. As you extend this to here, when it hits here, let your knuckles go past it. Right, so let's do that. So let's try this, guys. Go from it's like you're going to turn a finger jab into a punch. Just let it go slow into there. Right, so the finger jab's going to come out at an angle. It's not, you don't go all the way horizontal with it,
Never heals.
but keep it right here and just don't do anything with your feet for a second. Just let your knuckles go past your fingertips. So this time, like most of the time, I'll start closing early, but sometimes I'm going to close late, especially if something happens here and then I have to reset it. I want to be able to close late. If I can close this late too, I'm going to get. If this is how fast my punch is when I close early, right? It's fast. That's how fast it is when I close. When I close late, it's faster because I'm not using. I've got again less tension if I just make a finger jab,
It's
here,
like, yeah, it's just,
if I throw a punch, right? If I throw a punch and I close early, it's very fast. But if I throw just a finger jab, it's faster.
Yeah.
It's a lot faster. Now, if I can marry the two of those,
Mm.
it's a much faster punch than the first punch. Now, there are times I want to close earlier because my target might be closer. Boom. Or I'm just I'm trying to sell something and then move it to a different place, like we were doing with the tech. But if you throw this like this and you're throwing a finger jab, and then you close it at the very end, it gets this little extra pop at the end too, and it gives you that little shoulder joust at the end from the 1-inch punch.
You say you're closing.
Because you're literally 1-inch punching.
Yeah, would you say you're closing it as if it were a 1-inch?
You're exactly doing that. So what you're doing is the 1-inch punch is this. It's like if I hold my arm straight out, I shoulder joust back, and I go like that. And it has power. If I add lift and rotation, it feels like you're getting hit by something that came from a lot further away. If I throw this and I add my 1-inch punch onto the end of it, and I drop step on it, it's going to hurt. And it's like there's way less effort to throw a finger jab out there than there is a fist. You've got to close it fast though at the end, otherwise you're going to hyperextend your elbow.
Or you're going to jam your fingers.
Or you're gonna Well, if you try to finger jab somebody in the eye, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's fine, but
Yeah.
you don't want to finger jab someone in the freaking
You want to hit your
Jaw.
shoulder or jaw.
sternum would hurt. It hurt that, but it probably pinch you.
But I mean, if you know like you're getting to the target, how many times have I ever not closed my fist when I'm about to get to the target?
Never.
Right? With all you guys, have I ever caught you with the fingers on the cheekbone or on the nose? It's always been my fist, right? There's a reason for that. Because I know where my target is. And I know where the end of my punch is. I know where the end of my punch is.
Don't keep your thumb out.
Which can change though, to your point. Like
Yeah.
the end of your punch might be a moving target.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
and again, I might have to change it. I might have to shut that punch down, start another one, and then come back with that one. Again, if we're going into indirect attack, like if we're going into like an indirect attack, it's things change, right? If I'm not in range to hit, or if I am in range to hit, if Adam, if we're here, right, and all of a sudden we're here. Am I going to go all the way out here and close that there? I'm going to go there, right? I'm going to go boom, boom, right? I'm in close. I'm not going to have to extend all the way. I'm just going to fire curved punches probably, or hybrid punches, right? Because I'm going to come out with this and then shoot a straight punch, right? But shoot it from out here. Or I'm going to come out with this and start that and then shoot that kind of corkscrew hook over the top because he misjudged what I was going to throw. But I'm in close. If he throws this and I slide out from it, I might throw an uppercut there.
Yep.
Or I might just throw an overhand around the outside of his arm like the Usyk one. Because he doesn't see it coming. He hides it. I've caught more people with that.
In a straight line.
Like, if he's up like this and I come in here and I go right there, he doesn't see that coming.
No.
And it's
I'm
like,
looking at you
he's
through
looking through
there.
there. He sees this and then it's like, boom, and it's coming around that corner.
Yeah.
But I'm keeping all of the other thing is, as I'm doing anything like that, guys, I'm keeping everything kind of soft. The angles are staying soft. I'm not going like, bang. I'm just like, wherever I need to move it, that's it. And a lot of times it's just going to drift out and then shoot straight. So that's the other thing too. And you can do it like, this is an example with footwork, right? If Tom is coming straight down this line, right? If he's just coming straight down this line and I go here and here, I move out at that 45-degree angle.
Right.
As he comes back here, and then as he comes along this line, I shoot back here with my punch, back across that 45-degree angle, right? So if it's different. Most of the time, like, you're going to be unmatched because most people will fight left lead and we fight right lead typically, unless you're left-handed here.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter to me because I fight both because one Will is left-handed.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of left-handers here, so I fight left-handed a lot anyway. Will fights power side forward with his left. and I'll fight him matched a lot of times because I want to like take advantage of the fact that when I switch, it's going to screw him up a little bit. But if he's coming straight down this line and I just make that angle there, right? All I did was step in a little bit here, and then I threw that there. My lead punch is got a really clean line in. But if I do the same thing here and I go, boom, he doesn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And he's expecting this a little more than he is this, even though either one's probably going to land. The one that's going to be the surprise is as he comes in and I go here.
Right.
That's what you don't see. You don't see it. Or it's coming here.
Yeah.
It's like, it's like.
Especially that's coming in with the force of him
From
coming
an
in and
unmatched-
me coming in as
From an
well.
unmatched lead, if he comes in and I go out here and I fire that around the corner like
I'm
that,
getting clocked.
he doesn't see it and it's clocking him and it's going through to here.
Yeah.
And watch what my hip is doing.
Bam.
This hip is past this hip. All right?
At that point, you might be taking me off my feet.
He doesn't see that coming. Well, the next thing, like after I land it, boom,
Bam.
then I'm going to go wham
Yeah.
and take him off his feet because I'm there. And I did judo for like 20 years, so it's like it's there. It's embedded. But again, back to the footwork, it's like I think this is something we should work on next, is just start with very simple. He comes in, and I just move offline, I check that here, and I throw a punch, and he's going to put this up here so I can throw it. And in this case, I'm throwing a horizontal punch, but as I turn it corkscrew, I'm still landing on my bottom three knuckles because it's locked into that abduction. All right? And even like in USA boxing, when they want us landing on the bottom three knuckles now, not on the less breaks. When you land here, you tend to jack your wrist more.
Well, it's 'cause there's also way more tension on the peak of your
Ladder.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's a
Well,
Mine is a flat line going like that.
to
when
say
I have
nothing of
that
the
in
fact that it's the same force that you're spreading across three knuckles
yeah.
than it is for two in a glove hand.
Well, that's what I mean. Like,
Well, think about it. A 16-ounce glove. You hit harder with than a 12-ounce glove. And people don't realize that. The reason you wear 16-ounce gloves when you spar is to protect your hands, not your opponent. It's like people are like,
Heavier, it's heavier.
I'm like, I get that weight moving from a 16-ounce glove. If I have a 14-ounce glove on, I'm probably going to break my hand. Or 12-ounce. 12-ounce, I'm definitely going to hurt myself. So let's do that. Let's pair up. Do you guys want to take a little break? Or what do you want to do?
I can stretch for about 5 minutes.
Why don't we do that? Why don't we take a stretch break?
When are we going to? Like 3? 2:30?
Yeah, 3 o'clock, I think. And then
Yeah, a
we'll
little short breaks
check the
today.
grill. And make sure it's holding temp beautifully.
It smelled great as I was coming in.
I did, I know.
I'll go take a look. I mean, we're done.
I try.
I find teaching also helps me think about things better anyway.
So true. In just about everything.
Yeah. It gives you just a
Solidifies what you,
different
you have to
perspective.
think about it differently.
Exactly.
You have to explain it.
We went boxing today?
Yeah.
Was there back class today?
There was class, but it was just Peter and I.
Okay.
So we just basically held the fixed
A lot of
on it,
people just have
which
it
was
as
nice. I
class.
haven't done that in a while. His punch is freaking hard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. 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 No, I know I was the lucky one at the. I'm like, all right, sure.
Wow.
Got some pop on it.
Yes. Tom, thank you very much. That was really awesome.
Yeah,
Really
yeah,
good.
Mark,
Great. Yeah.
Well, you guys are taking a break. I'm going to actually get vegetables on the grill.
I'll
Take it off
try,
for a
yeah, I'll
while?
try and head back. Well, we'll get back around
3?
3:30 or 4.
Yeah.
Or you guys
I think
still
at
be
3
here?
o'clock probably. It's looking like it's cooking pretty well. I'm turning the heat down on it. Thank you. That was good.
Well, thank you.
So we'll
You don't have to
follow,
thank me. Thank
no,
you.
we'll follow up on this more, Mark. I want you to, it's different, but once we get you going at some speed, you're going to like pick up on this so quick.
Oh, yeah,
And it's a game changer. It'll make your body boxing better. It'll make everything you're doing like just that same differently.
It'll make your boxing a lot better, actually.
It changes your like the way that you
Yeah.
like, see things happening around you. It's that different routine and everything. And it's it's like sometimes for me it's like an out of body experience, but it's like,
All things being
you
equal,
know,
it
it's
was
like
a very
it's about.
He wasn't.
I don't know what it was. At one point, all of a sudden, it felt like the air started getting out of my way.
So
So that's the only way I can kind of explain it. Is like, okay, when I throw a punch, it feels like it's in a vacuum almost. And it's like I can hear the air like dispersing. But it's like I can throw 100 of those, all just at that speed and power, and it's just no effort. It just doesn't ever get tired. So it's like, which I think is one of the reasons, like when we do bag work, I can throw like 300 punches around sometimes, and it doesn't look like I'm breathing hard. I'm not really working as hard as it looks like I'm working.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
just
the same for me.
moving.
That's why I can just keep going.
Yeah.
Just don't throw it hard.
You don't have to, and power. The power's there. Like looks like I'm just hitting this thing with my entire body sometimes when I'm hitting it.
It's almost like your own body's energy is getting in the way.
It is.
Holding you
It
back.
is. It is. It's like, think about like, so we talk about the punch sometimes. It's like if you're in a car and you have a seatbelt on and you hit a wall, you're going to do that. It stops it. So think about, take that seatbelt off and I'm going to run this punch, and it's like as I run the punch, it's like my body's going to hit a wall, but nothing's stopping this. And that has to keep going. And it's like my body has to stop, but that doesn't. So it's like take the seatbelt off. I'll see you this afternoon.
I'll see you later.
All right, this is good. We got some good video. And we're gonna keep them going. Right, guys, I gotta like.
You need a hand?
No, it's like this is gonna be like a 3. This is gonna be quick. I'm gonna need a reference to get it. Because I couldn't find the calendar, and then I got this brilliant idea. I'm gonna take the potato bag. I'm gonna use this calendar.
Yeah, I went to Devoro, Game of Thrones, a Palooza. Yeah, I mean, they really, yeah. It's such a gorgeous, yeah. It's right, it's the next country, so we like rented a car and drove for maybe 2.5 hours, and it was like, boom. It's pretty cool. I mean, oh yeah, and probably Bosnia. Yeah. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's great if you keep doing it.
What?
It says great if you keep doing it. Versus,
Yeah, well, this is probably why. So
stopping. I gotta stop for a long time after I get hit.
Oh yeah.
I did karate in the 70s, and then I went off to college.
Yeah,
It wasn't
there's actually
anybody,
no
so,
literature. There's a parent.
I tried to keep up during college.
My sister was a Montenegro.
Kept going with COVID. Took a little bit of a break recently
Yeah, so
just
there's
because I was
Greece,
focused on stuff. Won't be able to do this much
Serbia.
in a bit because my job's just gonna make it hard for me to get in for any of this. So
yeah. Well, I used to be on the road a ton.
Yeah.
You just have to find a way when you're on.
She was there because her husband's Russian.
I'll find myself just doing salt now every now and again.
Russia,
Just standing around.
Montenegro
Just
connection, probably
keep
former
moving this in your head.
Soviet stuff.
Yeah.
Don't let your body forget.
I took probably, well, I took long. I mean, it took me 6 months to walk again, and then
Yeah, anyway. Somehow there's
Yeah.
a connection there.
and then I couldn't run anymore. So
Anyway.
then I made a mistake. I married, had kids, and then she took off. So I was a single dad. I didn't do. I probably took off for martial arts 20 years, and then I got remarried, and my wife,
Oh, wait, what happened?
current wife then said, you need to do something for yourself. I'm like, okay.
Oh, this is something.
Yeah, that was 23 years ago.
Oh.
you only start falling apart. Yeah, one retinator. This is all byproduct of getting hit by the truck. It just took a while. One retinator in 2018. Doctor saved my eye, which is great, but then they put the wrong lens in, so I don't see too well. I mean, I see, but like, I can't read anything.
Yeah, like a little blurry, doesn't really register.
Oh, I can't even read. It says ring. I can't even hardly read that. Yeah, but they can't, once you put it in, they take the cataract out. Can't
Yeah.
And,
At least you can see it.
yeah. And then this one, I just had a vitrea tear a month ago. Right, I know. It's falling apart. He said, no sparring anymore. I'm like, we just go light. He's like, oh.
I mean, the goggles help.
I ordered a pair of, I got a full mask, which is, I actually ordered a pair, after that I said, you need to get a pair of really good goggles that are prescription. Because unfortunately, after this last one, I can't hit the double in bag, because it hit once in some order and I miss it. So, good to see you. Yeah, I'm gonna order from somebody. I ordered from one company, something optics. It took 6 weeks. Never showed, so I can't see the order. Yeah, it's not good having. I mean, there's so many people who try to do JKD are terrible. I was very lucky. I had a really good instructor in Texas.
Yeah, I feel like from what I've heard, Jill they talk about, and also just what I've seen online, it's not many people that have much practical experience with it aside from just watching it. It was,
Yeah, I mean, Bruce's original students were all really good. Just the second tier ones, so many second tier people are now, if they're doing for a living, they're doing BJJ or they're doing something else, whatever the fad is of today.
yeah, they extended more into just other.
More Filipino martial arts, I have to do the concept crap.
Yeah,
We took, because of retirement, we went to Minnesota for Minneapolis a couple years ago for the summer. I had to find a place to work out, and they had a concept school there, and they had been there a long time. The guys who runs it is really, it's really good for martial arts. I just worked out on my own most of the time. They had a good time class twice a week. But they had, I mean, they had 12 wooden dummies. They had heavy bags. They were like 10 or 12. Really good. I mean, so I just came in when they did that class and I just worked out on my own. But the June fan class was a joke, right? People would, I mean, I get it. You pay $120, you could take anything. You could take as many, whatever, and they really encouraged it at good time. And Rick Craig, pretty well known guy. But June fan class, I mean, I was there 4 months. Yeah, in the summer. Never once this, and they knew people come all the time. They never teach them how do you stand, what's your guard look like, what's your stance look like, how do you move, what's the footwork, so nothing. They would say, okay, now we're going to do this. And then, you know, they show a basic technique, and then they say, well, now we're going to add this stuff. So they're all focused on techniques. But, you know, a couple of guys that were there a little while, and then they quit. They'd see the gym later, and they said, they didn't learn it.
You're not learning practical application, you're just seeing a movement. That's more what I mean when I see, like, it's a lot of people that just watch something and then replicate it.
Yeah.
They don't know why it's.
Well, the instructors actually knew what they were doing, and I, you know, in fact, at one point, the last month I was there, he would do like harmonious spring. He asked, who is this? Not a single one in class would go, I wasn't a regular student. I go, me? Oh yeah, he's got Jimmy on this stuff. So we would do that, and but they didn't teach. They didn't teach any real.
Just bad teachers.
Yeah, this is bad stuff. No contact, right? I got yelled at twice, 2 or 3 times.
For making contact.
Right, and it was they were teaching.
Don't do that when they want to make money.
And of course, you know, if you get another guy, you know, because women don't want to, they wouldn't let anybody spar in any class unless you were there 6 months. And it had to be supervised because they said, basically after COVID, and they didn't want to give me lawsuits.
Yep.
So even a reference point, you know,
No contact reference.
very, very little. I'm like, so I'm used to popping in. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm punching. Your head is here. I'm punching past it because either that or I'm going to teach myself short cut my punches.
Right.
And then afterwards, Jim made a complaint that you're hitting him too hard on the arm. So you have to go easier. Okay. I said, really? He said, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm like, okay. Yeah, great.
I think you're doing all right. Don't worry about it.
You know, but they, I mean, they had tons of equipment. I mean, it was amazing my equipment they had. But they just, I was telling them that I was in, because we're retired, and we were in Minnesota the other year for the summer, and a guy named Rick Bay, he's got a Minnesota College Academy. He's got a huge building and tons of equipment, so I would come in early when they opened for the classes. But they had, every, he talks a lot. And I came across it.
That checks a lot.
Yeah.
I think. Right.
But there was another art, some kind of,
Chinese.
oh yeah, there were lots of Muay Thai and 2 days a week Muay Thai. But they had classes going on all day long, which was great. And you pay one fee for the whole month, and you come and go and do whatever you want.
Nice.
Which was interesting. Like, Jim, why don't you want to do stick? I'm like, I said, well, I was recovering from my rotator cuff. I'm like, I just had surgery. Everything.
Yeah.
I said, that's how I ripped it in the first place. I did a one, and the guy grabbed it, and it was kind of late, and it didn't work out of the park. And he locked it, and then basically body shaped it. So it went around the curve, and it went rip hop. Yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, that was really great. Yeah. You can pick up and stick with your hands.
Yeah.
And so I don't know people I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is it fun?
Yeah,
So
that's
you got
great.
beginners doing that kind of stuff. I'm a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been doing just martial arts in general for a very long time, right?
I started in '72.
That'll do it.
Yeah, that's because I'm old. And then, but then I got hit by a car when I was in college, so then I didn't do anything for quite a while, about 20 years. And then had a good basic JKD instructor in Kansas City. Lance, really good guys, one of Lamar Davis. Yeah, but it was like junior high. I mean, this is like postgraduate level. It is. It's just, and then I have Vern, John, who's still my friend and teacher.
One thing.
And Vern's a great guy.
I met him once. He said like we were both out in Oregon.
Yeah. That's a great facility.
Yeah.
I had a great time working with Vern.
Yeah. But I was from Austin. He was down in San Antonio, so I drive down. I couldn't do it every week.
Right, because Austin to San Antonio is like like 100 miles.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. Each way. So, and actually, my wife was. I just come from all hard old people. My redhead just toured not too long before that, so I couldn't drive, but she wanted to drive. So I can drive, no, because Texas speed limit was like 75. It's like you're going 90, you got one eye, you're gonna kill yourself.
Yeah.
So Vern and I, for quite a while, we just go there, and work out in his garage a couple hours.
So like I met him, but I didn't really have a chance to like work with him because everybody's doing it all different kind of stuff. But I noticed when he was teaching a few people, like he has some very interesting what's the word? Progressions in theory about how he uses stick work, especially to where like he's a sheriff.
Yeah.
He was using sticks in a way that he's like, okay, well we have batons.
Right.
I thought he was very good.
Yeah. It's lucky enough that Vern started. I think he started like about the same time I did. He was doing Doju down in Louisiana.
Yeah.
And then when JKD came out, he was like, "Wow, I want to learn this." So he quit his job. He was a sheriff or whatever agency he was working for.
Right. I could be wrong about that. Maybe it's sheriff, maybe it's corrections.
No, he's in corrections now.
Yeah.
He quit that, moved to LA just to learn JKD.
Yeah, from Jerry, right?
Well, actually from Danny first. So he was at the College Academy.
Yeah.
And then when that closed, he followed Dan to the IMB, and then so he was with Dan about almost 3 years, and then he quit because he said he was doing it just like Rick Bay School, because all of a sudden it was a smorgasbord of stuff instead of the stuff they were learning when he first got there.
Yeah.
And then he used to train with Fran, and he met Fran, who was dating Jerry at the time.
Yeah.
And then they talked, and he became a private student at Jerry's. It was just him and Fran, and for 12 years they were working out 2 days a week just now. Which is terrific. And then they moved to San Antonio. So this is the nicest guy. No ego.
Yeah.
I couldn't. His just like different to me, but he has really good head movement.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 years.
Yeah.
I only touched him once.
Oh.
And he let me. I'm sure he did. He goes, oh, that was really good. And I'm like, fuck you, you let me. He's like, no.
No, he's got very good structure and really good footwork.
Yeah.
That's not like loud. You know what I mean? Like if you watch him, you're like, oh, yeah, he works really good. Yeah.
Yeah, he isn't. He actually worked out probably a couple of days a week. He doesn't do it every day like I do, but he just got it. It's all locked in, and he teaches
Also, super nice.
He's the nicest guy.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been around long enough. There's so many people in JKD who
Oh.
are it's all over the place. It burns a breath of fresh air.
Right.
Nice guy, easy to talk to.
Yeah. It's like, I said, well, and he's not a technology guy. I mean, he's just not a super technology guy.
Yeah.
And so, like, oh, Vern, we can do this, we can do, and he's like, JKD's really got to be taught in person. I'm like, okay. And I said, then I'm gonna hook up with Peter because he's doing this remote. He's like, yeah. Plus, he's
right.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, go ahead. That's all good. And show me what you learn from Peter when we get together.
Yeah.
So, he usually comes to the house sometime once a year, and then I come back there and see him.
Yeah.
Shut off.
Yeah, I remember Vern was for a while, especially during COVID 2020 when for a while.
Yeah.
I'd probably once a week.
Sort of shut off.
Once a week, something like that.
It's been going on also the entire
He's on
day.
311.
Yeah, that's all right. I got it on the other
Yeah,
one
but yeah, he's
anyway,
at the jail.
so I'll probably edit it a
He's
little.
a sergeant. I think he's going to go for lieutenant at some point, but he doesn't want the paperwork yet.
Right.
But just the nicest guy. I don't. Yeah, never met anybody like him.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Then there's Peter here, so Peter takes
I know. Look at that.
college to the next level.
Of
Of course, if he doesn't like the student or the person, I'll let him know. But this is all okay. Yeah. So people either retired or
Well, yeah, that's true too. Just
just gave
the
up.
generations are long, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
And first generation instructors are.
Most of them are dead,
That's true.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, how many are left?
Not many.
Steve Strong.
Steve, Pat Strong, Dan.
And I heard Pat had his health was really poor. Last time I talked to Rap.
I heard Pat had something going on too.
Yeah.
James DeMille still alive?
I don't know.
He was in Australia or something.
I think it was something like Hawaii. I thought.
Somewhere
James Mile was in Hawaii. I thought he died.
Oh,
I could be
but
wrong.
yeah,
though.
again, not that many.
How you been? Huh?
I've been pretty good. Yeah, just working for the most part and
Sounds good.
getting it done.
Yeah, thanks.
What you gotta do?
Right? Yes, me.
I don't listen at all.
Oh, you're retired?
Yeah.
Nice. That's good. Staying active, traveling. That's awesome. When did you retire?
No. It's actually been 3 years. I didn't plan to retire. Well, it was around 65, but all of a sudden my mom got sick. My brother basically dumped, even though he was in charge, he basically dumped it on us. We were living down in Arizona at the time. My wife and I ran, so it's like, okay. And